Good morning, everybody. Today's date is July 16th, 2025. This is a regular meeting of the members of the State Liquor Authority being conducted in New York City with video conferencing to our offices in Albany and Buffalo. This meeting is also being live streamed on the Authority's YouTube channel, where you can find the recordings of past meetings. Present today are Chair Lily Fan, Commissioner Edgar De Leon, and Commissioner John Maya. Staff in attendance, Deputy Commissioner of Licensing, Maureen Hughes, Zone 1 Counsel, Margarita Marsico, and myself, Secretary Roper. The next regular meeting dates are August 6th, August 26th, which is a Tuesday, and September 18th, which is a Thursday. While in the meeting room, please silence your cell phones and take any phone calls or conversations outside. Items will be called in the order they signed in, first in Buffalo, then Albany, and then in New York City. There are some exceptions. When we have items that need an interpreter, they will be called when the interpreter arrives. For New York City, we will call items early if they have a representative from a community board present. When your item is called, please approach the podium and identify yourself. Representatives should also identify the clients who are present. Chair, do you have any announcements?
No, we will have a brief remark from Maureen Hughes from licensing.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I just wanted to let applicants know and their representatives that if you have received a conditional letter of approval from the New York City DOT for a sidewalk cafe permit, you can submit that as your municipal authorization. It's just like the roadways we were accepting. We're now also accepting them for the sidewalk cafes. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to licensing. Thank you.
All right, so we'll move to Buffalo with the first item is 43 C FANTAUZZO Enterprise LLC.
Good morning. My name is Christopher FANTAUZZO, owner and operator of Studio Lounge, C FANTAUZZO Enterprise LLC.
Oh, all right. This is two sales to minor made at the same time. Does your staff have a regular ATAP training program?
Yeah, so the person, and I didn't put this in my initial letter because at the time I didn't know who was the one that served the unders, but it was about a half hour before close, and it was one of our bar backs actually. He was not certified to serve drinks. He took it upon himself to do it. Since then, he's been terminated. But yes, the bar staff does regular training. And I also had a talk with the entire staff because of this.
All right. So sale to minor here, we have a delegation where the penalty it's standardized. Usually it's $3,000 for the first sale and $6,000 for the second sale when it's serviced to someone between the age 18 to 21. So in theory, the penalty should be $9,000. However, because it happened at the same time, I'm going to take the liberty, if the commissioners will agree with me, that I'm going to consider this one sale. So I'm going to set the fine at $3,000 if the commissioners will agree.
Commissioner De Leon
I will agree with 3,000.
and Commissioner Maya.
3,000.
Okay.
All right, you're good. You get a letter.
Yep.
Alrighty, there's no, I mean, that's the set fee. I wanted to bring up just be.
So it's pretty standardized. We have a delegation because this happens, a very frequent amount. I would say two things. One is that because you are actually an on-premise service, the standard of duty is actually higher than, you know, other types of off-prem
Of course.
locations. I would also say that generally there is a $500 credit that we give to people who've had their license for 5 years, but unfortunately you fall at the 4th year, and so you don't get that credit. And if you come in with actually the ATAP certificate, that's what I was asking you, if the person who made the service had received ATAP training and you can show us that certification, you also get a $500. So in theory, if you were more than 5 years and had an ATAP certificate, you could have gotten a $2,000 fine. But that's just not where we're at with this. So
Understood.
$3,000. I already sort of took the liberty to pretend like it was just one sale, even though it was two. And that would have been sort of the pain point, is if you were asked to pay $9,000, and there are people that come in here with 2 sales for $9,000. So
Understood. No, I understand. Okay, that's, if that's what it is, that's fine then.
okay, thank you very much.
Thank
I
you.
would encourage you to have, you know, a system of checking IDs and whatnot, because, you know, God forbid this happens again. If you can show that you have an ID checking system, you have scanners, you have et cetera, like that also helps, but you have to sort of spend money on that first.
Yeah, so that is something that we do. Like you said, we've been open almost, 4 years now, and we haven't had a single occurrence ever. This was kind of a fluke, one-off thing where, like I said, somebody who wasn't even sanctioned to be serving alcohol took it upon himself to serve it. Again, he's been terminated since then. The whole staff's been talked to. We scan IDs. We wand people at the door. We've taken almost 200, fake IDs off of the streets over the course of the last 3 years. This is something that we take very seriously.
I appreciate you coming in. I mean, the fact that you're showing up means a lot to the board. I just hope you don't have to come back again. If this is a one-off, then let it be that, and make sure that you're keeping your operation clean. And I know $3,000 is a lot, but just don't end up coming back, because when it's the 4th sale, we actually cancel the license. So let's prevent that and make sure that you're running a clean operation. But we
absolutely.
make mistakes, and thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Next in Buffalo is number 47, Welfare Society, San Nicola, Tolentino, Inc.
Good morning. My name is Lou Bianco, and I'm the Vice President of the Welfare Society of Santa Nicola de Tolentino.
Wait, the 46?
47.
47.
Oh,
So you're a non-for-profit?
Yes, we are.
So what's the nature of your non-for-profit?
Well, we're a non-for-profit club and community club in East Rochester, New York. We're basically there for our members and to support the community any way we can.
all right, so I don't want to make this too complicated. There are 2 charges here. One is purchasing from an unauthorized source, and the second is the refilling charge. There's been some recent changes that is not finalized yet about the chain of distribution in the retail area that would essentially, if it were signed into law, make your first charge mode. So I'm only going to set a penalty for the second charge, which is the refilling charge. But moving forward, you have to make sure that you guys are not refilling your bottles from a larger bottle?
We have, yeah, as I think our letter stated, since COVID, our membership has gone way down, and since COVID, we've lost a lot of key players who used to run the bar and the hall and all that. And we've since trained the bartender and the bar manager on the state laws regarding the bar, and we've eliminated the need to refill bottles.
Okay,
We're
so,
a real small club. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, I understand you've also been in existence since 1945. So thanks for coming in. If the commissioners will agree, I will set the penalty at 1,000.
Commissioner De Leon?
And what concerns me here is that the statement by the person who was interviewed was that you guys had not purchased from a wholesaler in some time, and we found receipts, purchases from retailers going back for at least 2 years. So even though the law has changed, I mean, I think we're talking here about a long pattern of buying from retailers as opposed to the wholesalers that the law requires. So I'm going to go with 3,000.
Commissioner Maya?
And I think you know the lesson here, so I made a letter of warning.
All right, I'll go to letter of warning.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so the penalty is letter of warning. It's not a civil penalty that you have to pay, but you will get a letter in the mail. All right? Via email.
Okay.
Okay?
Is that it?
That's it.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Next in Buffalo is number, they're kind of combined, they're separate cases, but same licensee, 50 and 51. That is Five Sons Winery Inc.
Good morning, members. Jacob Pierkowski here with the licensee Amy Masidi for Five Sons Winery Inc. And we've submitted our letters for cancellation of both licenses at the premises.
All right, I'm gonna accept cancellation on both matters. Accepting the charges on both and cancellation. Thank you.
Commissioner De Leon
Cancellation.
and Commissioner Maya.
Cancellation.
Thank you, members. Will we get a letter with an official cancellation date, or is that effective today? I always
You'll
mix
get a
that up.
letter. I mean, it is going to be, the effective date will be, you'll get a letter, but it's pretty much, your license is already expired, correct?
One of them, yes, the brewery license.
You'll get a letter.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure we're operating it correctly. Thank you.
As long as the cancellation hasn't been served, you should be fine.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's it in Buffalo, correct, Nicole?
We have a summary suspension.
Oh, yeah. What?
Last-
Is David there?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I forgot to print out the agenda.
What
All
number?
right, so this is, hold on
63C.
hold on 1 second, I apologize. So,
Yeah, no, I got it anyway.
I have to pull it up.
PC.
All right, so this is number 63C. This is a request from council's office for emergency summary order of suspension for King and Queen Cantina Inc. Council, whenever you're ready.
Good morning, Chair and Commissioners of the Board. I'm David Yanachko, Senior Attorney from the Council's Office, presenting the Council's Office request for an emergency order of summary suspension pursuant to Section 4013 of the New York State Administrative Procedure Act. The summary suspension is requested against the licensee King and Queen Cantina, which is located in the city of Rochester, 1730 North Goodman Street. and the evidence strongly demonstrates the public's health, safety, and welfare imperatively require emergency summary order of suspension. Would you like me to give you a summary of the facts for this?
Sure.
Yes, you have to state counsel's office position on the record, please.
No problem. The event that triggered this investigation was a report of shots fired on June 29, 2025. At approximately 11:27 p.m., RPD, Rochester police officers got the call. When they arrived at King Queen Cantina, security guards first denied that there were shots fired, but quickly after investigation, the police discovered evidence of a shooting, a blood trail and a bullet casing that was discovered in the road. A neighboring business owner also explained that he heard a commotion, he heard shots fired, and then saw what he thought was a security guard picking up a casing or two from the sidewalk or streets. After that, the officers interviewed the owner of King Queen Cantina named UDL Esquivo Guerrero. Officers asked Guerrero to check the premises camera and video. Guerrero told them the camera and video was out of service. The officers then asked to see the room where the camera system was located, and it looked like, while there was a monitor and wires hanging down, it looked like the DVR system had been pulled away or removed. And the owner really didn't have a satisfactory explanation for why that was the case. At the same time, Rochester got a call from Strong Memorial Hospital that a gunshot victim had arrived. A detective interviewed that victim, found he was shot twice in the abdomen, but couldn't really tell much more other than he was at the King Queen Cantina. The detective who was investigating learned of the claim that King Queen said their video surveillance system was out. From his prior experience, he'd had a few investigations at King Queen and knew that they had a DVR system and a system called a WISE camera system that records video on a micro SD card that can be accessed by an app, but also will retain the card and retain the video right on the camera. One of the officers at the scene saw blue lights from some of the cameras, so the detective thought he had enough to get a search warrant. He got a search warrant for that evening, later that morning, and they located 3 WISE cameras with micro SD cards. One of those cameras was a card that was found in the kitchen of the premises. When Rochester police looked at it, they saw video capturing the owner entering the kitchen a few minutes after the shots were fired, taking the DVR system, a small rectangular gray electronics object, and throwing it up into the air fryer vent. Later, the police arrived probably a few minutes afterwards. At approximately 11:38, the owner went back into the kitchen, took a metal spoon, and you can see it on the video, poking at the DVR system up inside the air vent. And we did submit exhibits in the video on that, if you've seen that. That's exhibits 6, 7, and 8 with our package over to the board. Right after that, the detective got another search warrant looking for that video system. That was executed on the morning of June 30th, but the system was gone. Shortly thereafter, the detective put the owner under arrest for tampering with physical evidence, a Class E felony in violation of the penal law. This isn't the first time the police have had problems with this emphasis on investigations, getting video surveillance. In the reports I read, and also in the affidavit that Detective Klodowski of Rochester Police had to author to get the search warrant, there are at least 2 occasions in 2023 where search warrants had to be obtained to get to look at the video surveillance system. The initial request from the owner was denied. One of those incidents involved a shooting in October of 2023 that actually, where one of the victims was one of the security guards for King and Queen Cantina. The guard had been shot in the shoulder and the mouth, and the first call on this incident was when the guard arrived at one of the area hospitals in Rochester. There was not a call made from the premises itself. On February 11, 2024, there was a physical altercation inside the cantina at about 1:30 in the morning on that day. After a suspect had been escorted out, the suspects waited for two victims to come out. They went by their car, and the suspects shot both victims as they walked near their vehicle, and resulting in a double homicide. In that case, the owner did share video at the first request from the police. In April 26, 2024, the police got a report on a fight at the premises with a possible gun involved. The officers observed some people fighting both in the parking lot and the front of the building. A huge, pretty large response had to be made. 18 officers, including officers from the town of Irondequoit, were called in to disperse the crowd. And then just a few months ago, on April 14th, Rochester police were called to the scene of King and Queen Cantina for a large fight. Officers saw vehicles lining the streets. A large crowd of people were coming out of the King and Queen Cantina, according to the reports. At least 17 officers had to report to the scene, and a great effort with PA system, lights, sirens, air horns were needed to disperse the group. In this case, the owner's wife was the person who made the call to Rochester police. She thought the fight outside had gotten out of hand and even estimated the crowd at about 300 people. Afterwards, though, when police started talking to the security guards on scene, the person who was labeled as the head of security was not very cooperative. When she was asked who she worked for, she said she worked for herself. She gave her an incorrect last name when the officer talked to her. And then another security guard told the police he was going to plead the fifth and not give them any information, and told his coworkers not to give any information either. He was asked to see his license and his concealed carry permit because he was carrying firearms at that point. He refused to provide them, so police had to detain him. They did find he had his license and his permit in proper order, but added an extra step to what the police had to do to try to gather information on that shooting. Rochester at this point considers this place a focal point. I looked at call logs in, they've had some large police responses. In kind of like spring to summer of 2024, they had 17 calls for service. Before these more serious incidents this year, February 6th and April 8th, 2025, there have been 6 calls, including a complaint of someone walking into the location with a gun, and a large crowd reported on April 6, 2025, of about 30 people fighting and drinking outside. Based on these incidents, we believe this premises call shows that the public's health, safety, and welfare imperatively require some emergency services.
All right, thank you, David. So I just want to clarify, when you say Rochester, you mean Rochester Police Department, right?
Yes, Rochester Police Department. I've also talked to one of the attorneys in the law department too about this this case.
Okay, but when you say Rochester considers this location a focal point, you're talking about the police department, right?
The police
Okay.
department does consider
Yes,
this.
I just want to clarify. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
So regarding the double homicide, is that something that happened outside?
Yes,
Can you just clarify that?
Okay, so it happened outside what's in the report is that there was a fight inside. Security removed somebody, and who ended up being the suspect in this case. We're not sure what the timeline was to how soon it happened after, after then the two people he was arguing with left the premises, were walking to her car, and they drove up and shot him.
All right, so can you describe the licensee's licensing history here? Is this his first location or?
It looks like his first location. I found that they got their initial they got their temporary permit. I think it was September 2022, and then their permanent license was June 7th, 2023 was when that was issued.
So this is his first license?
This is, as far as I could tell, yes.
And who's the manager on the record?
The manager on the record, there is not a manager that I saw. I mean, everything I've seen is just UDL Esquivo Guerrero is the principal, sole principal of this of these premises.
Okay. All right, you guys.
So I've heard the presentation, I've read the reports, I also reviewed the videos that were submitted and the exhibits in conjunction with the video. I don't have any questions for council based on his presentation today and what I've read and seen. I do want to commend council's office, you specifically, and also council's office for their work on this matter. The information I got was very, very thorough and comprehensive. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The member is ready to vote.
Commissioner, do you have questions?
Yeah, no, I have no questions.
All right, Commissioner De Leon on whether to grant the request.
Okay. Well, as I said, I thank council's office. I mean, what we have here is very egregious, and it's not just the history at the location, which you have outlined. And let me just note for the record that the police did go to the hospital and speak with the victim of the shooting on June 29th, who suffered 2 gunshot wounds to his lower abdomen and placed the scene of the shooting at the premises. And then we have other shootings, and the lack of cooperation by security at the premises is pretty startling. So when you're talking about tampering with evidence, impeding police investigations that could stymie, investigations and prevent the apprehension of persons who are clearly dangerous to the public and have been engaged in shootings, then I certainly find that to be an immediate concern and immediate danger to the public health and safety and welfare. And I would vote to summarily suspend this license.
Commissioner Mann
Summary suspension.
and Chair.
Taking into consideration evidence submitted by the Office of Counsel, I'm going to find that this location and this licensee is posing imminent threat to public health, safety, and welfare. The licensee's egregious act of tampering with evidence is unacceptable, and I encourage Council's office to move forward with further disciplinary action. I'm voting to summarily suspend the license.
All right, thank you.
We'll do so. Thank you, Chair and Commissioners. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So now I think that's it, correct, Nicole?
That's correct.
All right, you can sign off. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Moving to Albany, the next item is number 10, Remedies Wine and Spirits, LLC.
Hi, my name is Diana Green. I'm the owner and operator of Remedies Wine and Spirits, LLC.
Is there a protest there? There was one letter of protest. I guess they're not sure.
Nobody here in person.
Okay.
All right, are you okay with it? All right, this store has been in existence since 2016. The applicant is currently 535 square feet and wanted to add 702 square feet to the store, combining with a flower store that has vacated. The next store is 7.5 miles away, so I'm going to find public convenience at advantage and vote to approve.
Commissioner De Leon.
I also vote to approve, and sales figures for 4 out of the 7 stores we received show an increase in sales. I vote to approve.
Commissioner Maya.
Approve.
All right, you've been approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have individuals in Albany and in New York City. It's number 14, the Liquor Loft LLC. People signed in here for this, correct? The Liquor Loft LLC? Yeah, if you want to come up, and are you in opposition?
Yep.
If you want to speak, come up to the podium.
There's no opposition in Albany.
Okay,
Okay,
good
yeah.
morning, members. I'm Sean May. I represent the Liquor Loft. I'm here with Gurinder Madan. Just put our names on the record and hear the opposition.
Okay.
Do you need my name?
Yeah.
Deanna DePhillips, I'm the owner of Black Mountain Wine and Liquor at 680 Mariahville Road.
All right, and if you want to.
Okay, go ahead. And who, can you just all put your name on the record,
I'm
please?
Patricia Rutledge, and I'm here in opposition from Wild Wine and Liquor at 141 West Campbell.
Hold on a second, let me just.
You said Wild?
Wild Wine and Liquor.
So the first one is 0.3 miles away, just basically right across the street. Wild is 2.1 miles away, okay.
Good morning to the members. I'm here, I'm the owner of Bluestone Discount Wine and Liquor. My name is Jagjeet Singh.
Bluestone, which is the second closest store, 1.7 miles away.
Yes.
Okay.
Someone else with the hat? Oh, you guys
from Albany.
together with the Yankee hat? You guys are together?
Eastland Market Corporate, 228 Holly Street.
Where's your store, sir?
228 Holly Street.
What
ma'am.
town?
Brooklyn.
Oh, this is not you, next one.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, ma'am, go ahead. Thanks
Okay.
for your submission.
Good morning, Chairperson and members of the board. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. My name is Deanna DePhillips, and I'm the owner of Black Mountain Wine and Liquor located at 680 Mariahville Road in Rotterdam. I'm here to respectfully but insistently oppose the application for a new retail liquor license for the Liquor Loft at a location barely 300 yards away from my store. This is not about competition, it's about fairness, community impact, and feedback, and the proper application of the law. The location in question is on the outside fringe of Rotterdam, a small, low-density area with a limited population base. There is simply not enough foot traffic or demand to support 2 liquor stores operating in such close proximity. We are not in a dense urban area where a second store a block away would be absorbed into the flow of traffic. These are 2-lane roads on the edge of farmland, wood, and homes spread farther apart without sidewalks. The applicant makes it seem in the map that he has submitted with his application that there is vacant land between us. But I would like to make sure that you understand this land is not vacant. It is given to high power electricity towers and lines as well as natural gas. It will never be vacant or developed. Black Mountain Wine and Liquor has been serving the Rotterdam community responsibly and dependably for over 9 years. This is my sole source of income and my retirement. The applicant has other businesses and investments, and this will not make or break him. This is all I have. I am fully compliant with all regulations, and more than that, being deeply invested in this community. I contribute to every local event, school fundraiser, and community effort that I'm asked to support. Whether it's a sports team raffle, a fire department fundraiser, or a neighborhood benefit, I say yes, because I believe in giving back to the people who support me. I am not just running a store, I am part of the fabric of the town. I truly care about my customers and their lives. Granting this license will not again serve the public interest. It would only harm it. This area is not underserved. It is already very adequately covered by 3 fully compliant and totally accessible liquor stores within 1.5 miles of each other. There are a total of 8 liquor stores within 3 miles. Introducing another store less than 300 yards away would not create better access or convenience. It would create an unhealthy dilution of business in a small town that cannot sustain both. This is not a high-density city block. It's a rural 2-lane road with homes, no pedestrian or tourist traffic. Please consider the precedent and fairness. If this license is granted here, bordering on a rural area just over 1,000 feet from my established store, it opens the door to an unreasonable interpretation of distance regulations. It could lead to over-licensing in similar low-density communities statewide. I respectfully but adamantly ask that the board consider the full context of this application, not just on a map, but in real human terms.
All right, so let me ask you a couple of questions. Thank you for coming in, and I really appreciate your submission, and I understand that this is a stressful situation. So you mentioned that between you and the other proposed store, there is land that is basically used for a power company. I understand that this is a threat to your business, but that's sort of not the standard we use here. We use the standard of public convenience and advantage. And so if you can have any contribution to the conversation about, growth in population.
There has been no, I put all of that in my letter.
Let me finish, and then you can respond, collectively. So I would talk about population growth or lack thereof. I want you to put on the record how your sales numbers has been going and what kind of increase of costs to show that there is no increased demand of alcoholic beverages and products in your surrounding area. And then as far as contributing to public convenience advantage, talk about your availability of parking and your availability of convenience for your existing customers that may or may not be added to if there's an additional store across the street. So those are the 3 areas I invite you to address.
Okay. In terms of parking and convenience, the applicant store will be at a Stewart's where there's all
and how
my parking, I'm a standalone building, just a little ways away. I have my own parking lot. I have my
How many
own
parking
space.
spots do you have for?
I have 9.
You have 9, okay.
Specific, and then a couple more that aren't actually
Okay.
Delineated.
Okay. So if
I
you're
haven't
full,
found.
how many cars can park outside your store?
Oh, yeah. 12 or 15.
Okay, got it.
With regard to the population growth, there has not been any significant population growth in Rotterdam. There were a couple apartment complexes put in, but as with apartment complexes, people come and people go. It's not a steady population growth. Most of the people that are my customers live beyond where my store is, and they all have homes and.
You know what the population of Rotterdam is now?
Rotterdam itself is approximately 30,000. I'm, like I said earlier, I'm on sort of the edge of the rural part of that, so where it goes more towards like Pattersonville and some other things. There's really no other businesses past me at all up until, for 10 miles. There's no, it's all industrial, light industrial. And homes, with like 6 acres and a piece. There's no, there's not you know, there's not enough like people, there's no sidewalks. People don't walk, they don't walk to my store. My store is a drive to destination. And it kind of is good like that. And people, I think, at least my customers have responded that they really like it like that because it's quiet. It's away from things. They don't have to deal with other stores, other parking, they just like to come, pick up their wine and go home. And it's a lot less stressful for them when they're running around doing their errands, I think. That's the feedback that I get for being separated. I don't think that the population, you know, there is no population. The other thing that I think that has changed that we haven't like really spoken about is like post-COVID changes in drinking habits. Totally, everything totally went wacko after COVID. It was great during COVID, but afterwards things changed drastically. What people drink, how much they drink, and then the dispensaries opened, which hurt everybody. And there's just a number of, the costs have gone up with the tariffs and such. There's just a number of instances where things have not been conducive to small business post-COVID. That's what I would say. Especially the liquor industry in general. From what I can tell and what I've heard from people and read, is that overall, all alcohol, beer, wine, and spirits is down anywhere from 5 to 15% across the board.
Okay, what about your business specifically? Because, you know, we do this every.
Right. So my business, I gave you the list. Every single year, my business has gone down after COVID. Before COVID, I went up a little bit every year, and I felt very hopeful. But afterwards, it has gone down. And this year, I don't know what will bring, but it hasn't been great. I can say that.
Right.
So, you know,
Did you say you're down 10%, 20%? What?
I would say at least 10.
Who's your biggest competition right now?
You know, I don't feel these guys that are with me, Wild Wine and Bluestone, they're 1.2 and 1.7, I think, miles away from me. But we don't really compete so much. And then there's a Bosches, and I've never competed with her. We all do sort of concentrate on different things. So we work well together. And then if I don't have something, I send my customers to her. You know, it's really that I think that we work together, and there's no need to bring dilution of the market. And, you know, I don't think anybody can do better with prices. Well,
I'm sorry.
Sure.
How long has Stewart's been there?
Excuse me?
How long has Stewart's been in its location?
Oh, Stewart's has been there for quite a while. They were on the other corner, and then they bought the opposing corner, kitty corner, and built a new store there.
Okay. How long has the new store been there?
6 years? 5 years?
It looks the same for 6 years?
Yes.
Okay. And what was there before?
Nothing.
No. I'm sorry, bad question. You have Stewart's, and Stewart seems to have a little plaza there.
Yep.
That the applicant is interested in.
Yep.
What was there before?
Absolutely nothing.
It was empty space, or is it a new addition?
So when Stewart's built their new store, kitty corner to the old store,
Yes.
they put into retail spaces, and those retail spaces have pretty much sat open
Okay.
for a while, but I think it's because Stewart's doesn't want to put anything there that competes
Okay,
with them.
What in their old location?
I think they leased the building to an electrical
Okay,
company.
Nothing retail.
No, nothing retail. Nothing retail.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Coming in.
Oh, good morning. That makes me nervous. Okay, my name is Patty again. I'm manager of Wild Wine Liquor, 141 West Campo. I did provide the board with a copy of a survey that Mr. Madon, the Liquor Loft, had posted to social media and the responses that he did receive. I didn't get any responses to my questions, so I'm just gonna go from what I have learned from my own, looking for information, we'll say. Let's see, the post tells the reader what customers will see on their shelves, and they will be offering, seasonal tastings. The existing stores that are already there offer everything that is listed, plus more. They use the word seasonal tastings. We have tastings at every store in the area every week, sometimes 2 days a week. Holidays, 1 to 3 days a week that there's tastings. So there's nothing new that they're gonna be bringing, no extra advantage or convenience there in any way, shape, or form. Let's see. The Liquor Loft states that they will be creating local jobs, which to me, from what I have found and what I had received when I requested a copy of what has been submitted, that no other job, there's going to be one job created and one part-time. Mr. Madon will be a part-time employee of and maintain his current employment. So I don't see any, I found that 3 times it stated that he is only going to have one employee, and that was on the waiver of site plan review to the Town of Rotterdam Planning Commission. Also, it states that there's only going to be one employee, and then it also states, because he mentions extended hours not available in the area. I asked him to elaborate on that. I didn't get an answer. So what I did find, and the only place I could find it was on the paper that was submitted to the Town of Rotterdam Planning Commission. And it stated that hours of operations were going to be 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. Monday through Saturday and 10 to 10 on Sundays, which we know that's not a thing, in particular in Schenectady County. I'm pretty sure the liquor board in Schenectady County would disagree with that. The community already had the advantage and convenience of all hours allowed by New York State from already existing stores. And the overwhelming negative responses from the community show that the other wine and liquor stores offer with no advantage or convenience to the community. And I encourage and have faith that you will give the responses in great consideration and deny this application to the liquor law. The residents speak of the community saturation of wine and liquor stores. This saturation in proximity to the already existing stores, Deanna's in particular, will have a negative impact on the sustainability of these businesses. All sales diverted from the existing stores will lead to loss of sales and will lead to inevitable closures. Closures equal job loss. Jobs that have already been created will be lost. And then that ripple effect that just creates, he will cannibalize, his neighbor, and then he'll be able to dictate higher prices, because there's no longer the competition there. And that's what I'm seeing.
Hang on.
Yep.
And this is not a testy question to you.
Yep.
You've got a $3 million store nearby, so they've got, they're kind of way higher than everybody else.
I mean,
he's not going to be able to dictate a price against a $3 million store right away.
Oh, the one down the hill?
Right.
Yeah, I think that's me.
And then I only have one other question.
Yep.
Where do people in this area, let me give you the radius. I want to say the radius. Just 1 second. I got to just look at my notes here. Where within 2.5 miles do people buy beer in that area? Because I know where you are. Where do they buy beer? At that Stewart's or?
No. Actually, I get a lot of people that stop in and ask me if I sell beer, and then they all go to the gas station, or they'll go up the opposite direction of Stewart's, or that they're going to go towards Erie Boulevard.
How far?
In Schenectady, another mile or two. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. And okay. And then I'm also concerned with the papers that I received, drawn from the financial statement provided to me. The total applicant investment was $9,000 cash. Now, to me, that's a big red flag. A figure like that is dramatically out of step with what it takes to open a compliant, fully stocked store. Our own startup required over $500,000 and was fully documented with financial documentation for each source provided. It's just so inconsistent with a typical startup cost. And I know that they've already started some work in the suite. And I think there's a $3,000 cooler in there already. So where are we going from there? And then the $9,000 mark itself is a red flag for me because it's just under that $10,000 mark. And it was cash. So that's just a red flag from my banking experience.
What is your banking experience? I mean, as a banker, do you work?
I worked in banks,
Okay,
yep,
okay.
yep.
That's all I.
Yep. Yeah, I don't have money, I just work there.
Okay.
The applicant shows, a past alcohol sales violation, which is detrimental. And then the map that he submitted alone, I felt was deceptive again, because it only, the directions on the thing request for the closest 4 stores, and he only had the one on there in residence and stuff. I just felt like the whole application itself was a reflection of his disregard for the entire process being put forth by the liquor authority, or ability to follow guidelines and directions that have been set forth, and an ability to follow these guidelines and laws is of utmost importance to this when it comes to alcohol sales and the safety of the community. I did watch 8 hours of your past meetings, so I did learn a lot from y'all. No, they're really good. No, I did not. No, let's see. I have faith and trust in the work that the board does regarding being truth finders, and because I do know the level of scrutiny that you do apply. Now, the one thing that I can agree with the applicant is on his survey post is that they emphasized, and I quote, "Strong community feedback is key. We completely agree on this point, and the feedback we have seen is consistent and clear on the survey post I provided. The community does not need or want another wine or liquor store. There is no advantage or convenience that already existing liquor stores don't already provide. The existing stores and their families are also part of this community. They live, work, and give back to this community. Like their voices matter. So we ask, and I'm really here for Dan a lot too, that you deny the application and preserve the community and the already existing stores. So thank you for allowing me to bring you this. Okay.
What is your name?
My name's Patty
Patty what?
Rutledge. I'm the manager of Wild Wine.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I do have a question.
Yep.
So I have Patty Rutledge here. What's the sister store?
That program, it's something that's known within the industry, is that some families will have different, like, family members will have licenses, like 2 or 3 of them. And you have to go deep to get your best deal. So say it's the 60 case Captain Morgan deal.
Yeah, no, I saw that, but how are you using sister store? What do I have to think about right here about the sister store?
I thought you guys might know what that means, and that's what I was concerned with. I tried to find if there was, family members of the applicant and stuff.
Okay, that's
So-
where you are, okay.
So,
All right, thank you.
okay?
Yep.
Thank you.
Good morning to the members of board again. My name is Jagjeet Singh. I am the owner of Bluestone Discount Wine Liquor, which is about 1.7 miles, like the chair mentioned before, away from the proposed location. I would like to save the time of the board and not completely repeat all the facts and figures that we have. I submitted the same facts as you might have already seen. I would like to bring a little bit of a different perspective to the table today. I went to business school at University of Binghamton right here in New York State. Did my bachelor's and master's there with multiple business cases that I worked on during my education. And then I worked here in New York State with 2 different firms. So in any single project that we worked at, any single company, any single client we worked at, we always looked at advantages versus disadvantages, or risks versus reward, what we have to offer in this situation. I would like to, tell the board to consider this point, where in this case, as you can see, based on the financial plan that they have in this $9,000, out of which $3,000 is already spent approximately on the cooler, the approximation of the closest liquor store they have, how many liquor stores we have in the area, are they actually providing convenience or not? I would like the board to consider the fact that in this case, the advantages are significantly downright, or disadvantages significantly outweigh the advantages we have in this case. Stewart's has been empty for a long time. That's because, people don't feel that retail environment would actually help them, with so many pumps and a lot of gas volume going out of that. Actually creates a lot of traffic in that area instead of actually letting people in and out easily. then even after, let's say everything is fine and they decide to go ahead with the liquor store, $9,000, if we look at any of the top 10 major brands, cannot even get you a full 50 or 100 case deal. Even if they decide to split that money and they want to get some financing from some of the retail, some of the wholesalers, Southern Empire, any of the big players, even then, if you look at the data from the biggest POS system, the bottle POS for liquor stores, the typical investment that is required for a liquor store to survive more than 5 years is $60,000 to $100,000 minimum. So we are 1/8 to 1/10 away.
Is that inventory?
Yes, just in plain inventory, without fixtures, without counter, without POS, anything. And that's why I wanted to bring that to the record. And, once again, I would like to save the time and not repeat all the same facts again. But I would say in all, if you look at all the facts that we have said here today, you can see that the disadvantages, or there's very less convenience provided versus adding another store right across the street where you can see the other store from is going to just add competition extra. It's going to overcompete the place, oversaturate the business, and instead of one store that is already running and going low in sales, you're going to have two stores that are suffering. And that's just my personal opinion, so I would like to, add
How
that.
long have you been there?
At that location, I would say approximately 1 year
Okay.
at Bluestone.
How far would you say you are from the lady from Black Mountain? How far is Black Mountain?
It's I would say between 1.7 to 2 miles, so like close to 2 miles. Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Mr. May.
Hi, good morning again. Sean May, I'm here with Gurinder Madan. If I could just address the startup costs, the $9,000 in the application, which is a common situation, is what it costs to get us here. That does not include what it's going to cost to inventory the store. Okay, that was through the application process, through the city process, everything. The $9,000 gets us here. It's obvious that it's going to be much more for the inventory in the store. I'd just like to address that. I understand the concerns, but I've seen it before. It's a common thing. Mr. Madan is well-funded. Like we put in the application, he owns a convenience store. It's paid off. He's got money to stock the store. That should not be a concern. The area that we're looking to go into, we're not looking to compete with the smaller local stores. I understand their concern, but in my submission, like I said, we're looking to do a little higher end liquor business for the commuters and the residents of the area. The statistics show younger generation, the demographics are just not drinking like they used to. The money, the business end of it is in the older, higher end bourbons, celebrity tequilas, the higher end wines. That's what we're looking to do. We're not looking to compete with, Black Mountain. And by her submission, she has community support. I doubt we'll take a single customer away from her business. Honestly, we're looking to do a different business, and our main competition is probably Bosch's down the street, the 7,000 square foot store, if we compete with any of them. So we're going to offer, as far as public convenience advantage, we're going to offer the diverse product that's not available nearby right now. We're going to have a modern shopping experience. And we're in the Stewart's Plaza. They've only, from my understanding, they've been there about 3 years. They built that new plaza roughly 3 years ago. And Stewart's doesn't do anything without running the demographics. They estimate about 1,000 people in and out of that store a day, plus the gas business. There's a lot of foot traffic going through there. In my submissions, I showed population growth is modest. There is some growth in that area. There has been some development. There's some commercial development nearby with the Price Chopper and the other business. And with the new M&T Bank Center opening up not too far away, we're expecting increased traffic in that area, in that Mariahville corridor. The business plan also emphasizes education, and it's not just a wine tasting, occasional wine tasting. We want to have classes. We want to educate the consumer, and especially like New York products. That's another area that's kind of growing. And we want to schedule classes. We don't want to just have a person standing there with a bottle on Thursday night doing wine tastings. We want to bring a new element to the stores in the area. So, again, public convenience and advantage, this is a new store. This is a bright, open area, a new shopping experience. that will have products that just aren't available to the closest stores nearby. We're not trying to compete with them. We've done our homework. We know what's available there. We know CS can use support. And again, we're not trying to compete. We don't.
All right, Mr. May.
Any
So, I mean, I've been here for 7 years. This is the first time I've heard an applicant actually submit an incomplete application and then tell me that they're entitled to give no financial disclosure because it only supposed to show the amount of money it gets you to full board, which makes zero sense. The purpose of the financial disclosure is so that the agency have enough understanding and have faith that you have enough money to actually open the business, purchase your goods, etc. So I think I
understand.
disagree
I wasn't
with
involved
what
in
you're
the
saying. Like, you can't submit an application and say, oh, I plan to amend it, or, I mean, you seem like you're comfortable and feeling entitled that you can disclose $8,000 to open a liquor store, which I disagree with.
I agree, Chairperson. Like I said, I was not involved in the application process, but discussions with the licensee was that this is the money that it took us to get here, and we have plenty of money to stock the store. It's that was my understanding.
Okay, well, then when you took over this place, I would think that you would have amended the application since you've been here before. So,
I have a question.
Okay.
If you're done, Chair.
Yeah.
For Mr. Madan, where do you live? Do you live in Kanajahari?
No, Rotterdam, sir.
What's that? Do you have a store in Kanajahari?
Kanajahari, sir.
Yes, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is that the one on the triangle?
Yes, it's very close. That store is close to my house, and that is on the highway, my store. And sir, that my store is paid off. I have
No, I understand. Sir, I'm just trying to get some background on you because I'm in your zone. Do you have the store that is on kind of a triangle road in Kanajahari? Yes, right? That's
Yes,
your quick
sir.
mart? Okay. Do
Yes,
you
sir.
have any relatives who have liquor stores?
No. Just I am there.
Okay, and do you have any pictures, counsel, of any of the other stores in your research? Did you take pictures of what a customer might see when they go to the other stores, such as, in particular, what does Bluestone look like inside? What does Black Mountain look like inside? Do you have any pictures or photos?
I do not have pictures. The applicants have been in the stores.
Okay.
I do not have pictures.
Yeah, I have to say, I have the concern about the way this $9,000 doesn't even make sense. I think that somebody should be putting a store in that steward's place, but I don't know. I don't know that that's dispositive to me on the facts presented, but somebody should be.
We're estimating the stock to be how much? Yeah. We were estimating about 300,000 to fit up that store, to stock that store,
Yeah.
Chairman, and we can show availability of funds, absolutely. But I understand the concern.
Do the members have any further questions?
So that money, sir, we didn't know about that, and it's long time, almost 1 year. So I do not spend that money in the bank, keep all the bank. I am doing good business there. I have all the business paid off. Many banks give me money for against that the Canadian business. So they can, my building paid off, gas station paid off, everything is paid off. So some bank, they send me letter about that I can take the money against the building or my gas station. And I have one letter here too. So. Yes.
Yeah,
I don't want to read.
I know. These are loan terms from the bank, 294,000.
Yeah, they can
another 257,000 available.
They send me letter. I can take the money from there too. But I have I can take out the money from my business from the Canadian.
All right, go ahead.
Wait a minute.
If the members are ready to vote, Commissioner De Leon, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right, I want to thank both sides for their presentations. I have to agree with the chair that the application that was submitted here is just insufficient and incomplete. To come in and say that that's all I needed to declare to get to this stage, to get before the board, is very, very troubling. Where the money comes from in these proceedings is very, very important. It tells us, gives us a good idea who the actual owners are. And we also want to know that the money's coming from legitimate means. So the application, I think, on its face right now is deficient. The rent alone is $3,229. A $9,000 investment doesn't get you very, very far. The opposition has proffered that they offer the same things that this applicant is proposing to offer, tastings, same products sold. It may or may not be. I'm not 100% sure that Schenectady might have a problem with the hours of operation that have been declared by the applicant. And as I look at the figures, the closest store, Black Mountain, the figures that we got for 2023 and 2024 show a decrease of about $90,000. For Bluestone, the next closest store, we don't have 2023 because there was a transfer in November of 2024. And comparing the 8 months in 2024 to the 1 month that we got in 2025 indicates that there will be a significant decrease in earnings. The next closest store after that, again, down by about $97,000. The Wild store does show a projected increase, congratulations, but it's about only $70,000. And then the next store after that, almost $100,000 down. And I have to note also that there was a petition submitted in opposition here with numerous signatures. I find the application deficient. I have concerns about the financing. And also, I don't believe that the gross figures show a need for another store in a town that has or a city that has a population of only 30,000. I think I've covered everything. I have to respectfully vote to deny.
Commissioner Maya?
All right, I'll need to say a few things on the record. Ordinarily, I'm inclined to approve. That is not my vote. Ordinarily, I'm inclined to approve because I frankly think the competition is good. And I definitely think competition is good when there's a much larger store that's eclipsing the immediate area. So I start with, that would be in your favor. I think there should be a liquor store by somebody in that Stewart's place. That's like location, 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 from what I could tell and the little that I know, but I do know you're on the western frontier of Schenectady County. Where do I have a problem here? On the memo that I have, the investment is less than 25,000, but it seems like 9,000 was clearly contemplated. Something else says 25. What the heck is going on here? How upscale are you going to be? You've applied for a liquor license before at that Quick Gas Smart store that I'm familiar with. I'm not sure that the upscale selection here that you're attempting to describe to us I don't have great confidence in it. The only thing upscale about the place that I'm recognizing is it's in that first-class building that Stewart's there. So I think there's a problem with the application too, and I don't like saying no to these things. I'm saying no to these things. I'm saying no on you. I'm not approving it.
All right, Chair.
All right, I am also going to vote to deny. I do not find public convenience and advantage for an additional store. I disagree that we need a store next to Stewart's. It's a gas station. It's people where they use bathroom, get coffee, get ice cream, and get snacks. It's not, a grocery store per se, and I don't find public convenience and advantage to put a liquor store next to it. The closest store is across the street. It has sufficient parking. It's doing significantly decreasing numbers, as the commissioner said over here, and I just don't see a need for another store. All the stores are doing significantly reducing numbers, and there is a new store that just came in 1.7 miles away. So I vote to deny.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next in Albany is number 63B, as in boy, Conroy's Irish 165 LLC.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Robert
You-
Barbieri.
Number, sorry.
That's 63B.
Donald Russell.
Robert Barbieri. If you got that.
And you're the applicants? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
The information that I have here is that you were the applicants, you were the principals at this location that was previously canceled in July of February of 2025, is that correct?
That's what it's listed, but we actually closed in November of 2024. So I'm not sure why the date is different on that, but we closed our location in November of 2024.
Which one of you is Donald?
I am.
You are. Sir, did you have licenses at other locations that were canceled or revoked?
Again, at Anthony's, that license had expired. We had closed that business down, but on the paperwork it says that it was revoked, but we did not have an active license. And then my first license, the Irish Mist, which was in Rensselaer County 13 and a half years ago, that was revoked for noise.
Okay, so what I have on my record is similar to what you said. There was, Mr. Russell had a revoked license in 2013 due to disorderly premises, assault, failure to supervise. And then the other license down the street from here.
Yeah, yes, correct.
Are canceled because of failure to notify for an arrest?
Correct. I given the paperwork to my attorney. He had failed to notify the SLA about the arrest. And the charges were dropped.
I have two things here, guys. I'm trying to get this clean here. Why was then another? Maybe it got canceled twice. Like sometimes it gets canceled and then it gets canceled again for the record. But then in February we canceled it due to a pattern of noise disturbance, disorderly, and failure to supervise. Do you recall that history, sir?
So until I was notified by the SLA in first quarter of 2024, I knew nothing of the noise disturbance. The date in question was July of 2023. So it was about 8.5 months before I was even notified that there was an issue. Upon receiving that, I went to the police department in the city of Cohoes and spoke with the police chief, in question, because we had never been issued any citation, any notice, warning, or anything like that from the city of Cohoes or the police department in Cohoes. Apparently the complaint came from a neighbor. It was an early evening entertainment outside. They had their windows open, they could hear it. Upon the police did come to the location, and this was approximately 8 o'clock at night, which is before noise ordinance levels need to go into effect. But upon the police coming, we turned things down.
All right. So I don't know what happened with your prior cases, but this is not the time to relitigate the cancellation.
Sure. Nope.
you can go back and I can adjourn this and you can submit all of this in writing. And if you're talking about the police and their input, I would encourage you to get a letter of support from the police, because with a revocation and a cancellation on the record, I don't think we can say yes unless
With our-
there's sufficient explanation.
With our application, we submitted a letter of support from the city of Cohoes.
Sir, I
We
think
do
you're
all-
not understanding. Maybe you want to reconnoiter your case and come back,
Okay.
okay?
Can I just ask a question just to clarify, okay, for the members? 165 Remsen Street, you said you closed before your license was canceled?
Correct.
Okay, we have record that it was canceled. When you are to close, you're supposed to forward your license into safekeeping or surrender it. We have no record of that.
It was the previous license that had expired, so we never renewed the new license. So upon the license expiring in 2024, that's when we closed our business.
Are you Mr. Russell?
I am.
So what have you done, your entire adult life has been in these sort of businesses, is that correct?
Yes,
Since
sir.
2001? What did you do
Yep,
before?
after I got out of the Navy, I went to culinary school and then started.
Okay, how long were you in the Navy?
2 years active, 2 years inactive.
Okay. I would ask for an adjournment if I were you.
Okay.
All right, so do you need more time? I can put it on August 6th for you to submit something in writing and maybe try to get a letter from the police to support you.
Absolutely.
Or I can do it on August 26th if you want more time.
August 6th, please.
August 6th?
Yes.
Okay.
So over to August 6th, Commissioner De Leon.
All right, if you can just explain the events that happened, go back and look at the notice of pleading, and then if you want to provide explanation, and if you have proof that you actually closed the business in 24, that will be helpful as well.
Okay.
Okay? All right, thank you.
Commissioner De Leon, you're okay.
Yeah, 826, 86.
8-6. Commissioner Mayor.
Time?
Okay.
8-6. I wish you said 8-26, but 8-6.
Yeah, it's unusual that you close the business and then now you're applying again. It looks like there was some sort of trying to get out of the penalty that would have been charged if you had just continued the business. So I really need to understand why you closed the business in 24 and then filed to open again. There's got to be something that is happening in your brains that you make that decision. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to explain that and we can talk about it next time.
Okay. We will get that in writing and get it to you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Ellery, that's in Albany, correct?
That's it.
All right, you can sign off. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, moving to New York City, the first item is 37, MARSICO Wines LLC.
Let's see.
Who's the applicant?
Yeah, Terry.
Yeah.
Terry?
Terry, this is Terry Flynn.
Terry-
Mr. Flynn.
What is it?
Mr. Flynn is
Mr. Flynn's
representing the
case?
applicant?
Who's the actual, are you the actual
He's
applicant?
the, are you the applicant? Okay.
Okay, and your attorney's not here?
I thought it was here.
Okay, we'll call it,
Where is
we'll
it?
call that
37?
37.
Can you check with him and see if he's coming, sir? And if he's, sir? All right, check with him and see if he's coming, because we're moving a little bit faster than usual. And if he is or is not coming, you can decide whether you want to go forward without him. So you can think about it. And it's okay if you just want to adjourn if he's not coming, but just come back up so that they can go home if you're not going to go forward. Okay, thank you.
Next is 39, 420 Food Group Corp.
39.
39, okay.
Good morning, Kevin Dano, the Dano Group. I'm here with John Moyer, who is the owner of the premises. This is an application to change the hours. They want to be open till 4 o'clock in the morning on certain days. They have the support of the community group. They have the support of Carmen De La Rosa, who is
I'm sorry, when you say community group, that's community board or?
Community board, yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
You have a letter from the community board, I'm sorry. They have the support of Carmen De La Rosa, who is on the city council in this area, and also this particular location is in a industrial area. There are no neighbors.
Okay, so can I just have a conference with council, please?
All right, we're going to go off the record for a brief conference with council. We'll be back shortly.
I don't think I'm going to need the thing.
You don't think so? You used it up. We're done. No more. I'm just kidding.
I really appreciate it.
I mean, this happened for you. I'm just kidding.
Well, I appreciate that.
All right. We're back on the record after a conference with council.
Yep. All right, so I just, I'm gonna start by saying that I believe there is a difference of understanding of what the current hours are. This item was heard at full board when it was initially licensed. And my understanding is it's Sunday to Thursday, 12 a.m., Friday, Saturday, 2 a.m. The document that council submitted states otherwise.
It was, I'm sorry, the document wasn't submitted by my office. I came in after. If it's incorrect, I apologize. We are looking for these later hours, and we do have the support of the community board and the support of the council,
Right, so the licensee's understanding is what? It's 12 a.m. Sunday to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 2 a.m.? Is that right?
I think they believe Saturday was 3 a.m. 2 a.m. on Friday, Saturday, 3 a.m., and 2 a.m. on Sunday, I believe is what they believed.
Okay, I mean, that's just inaccurate because there is a full board document that was issued with those particular boundaries. So. Have you done a FOIL request for this item? Have you seen the documents that we have in the file in
I
preparation?
did a
for
FOIL
full board?
request for, I have the application, but I didn't get anything on the FOIL request
Okay.
that,
You made one and didn't get it, or?
I did make one, and I'm looking at what I got. Excuse me. I don't see in the material that I received.
When was it made, sir? When did you make it?
You know what, I may not have made a FOIA request. I may have gotten it from my client's office. That may be why.
Okay.
Okay.
I have what I have is the application.
So do you want the opportunity to make one and then come back again? Because
Well, I guess so, but let me say this and assuming that there is already charges against them for being open till 4, because when they made the application, they believed that they had already gotten permission, because when the community board said that they had permission, they thought that they had permission, so they stayed open till 4 a.m. and there were charges against them for doing that. And they have put in a conditional no contest plea on that. And my question to the board is it going to make a difference? Because the application is to do the later hours. If they made a mistake, they're going to pay a penalty for making that mistake. And is it necessary to put this off to make the decision whether or not they should be able to have the hours? Because I don't want to do anything stupid here, but at the end of the day, you're dealing with a place that is in the middle of nowhere in New York City.
I know the area very well.
You know, and so you're dealing with except that they made this mistake and have to pay a penalty for making the mistake. I don't think there's a reason not to grant it, so that's the question.
Is it one mistake, or did they just continue to do it because they thought they could do it and there's just really no regard for the law? I think there's a
It's
difference
not
here.
that there's no regard for
That's
the
why
law.
I'm asking you to look at what we have in our record, and then we can all make an assessment as to whether it was just egregious and that people that have been staying open until 4 a.m. regardless of what has been said to them.
Well, all right, then.
Their hours are on the license. I mean, it's kind of hard for you to come in and make an argument that somehow they just, I don't know, misread their own license. There is no 3 a.m. that would be on the license anywhere. And then now you're telling me it's 4 a.m. that they thought they could be open to. we have videos, et cetera, that, you know, it's just,
Okay, then I'm going to ask for an adjournment so I can do
I would like to, for you to get an opportunity to review and then make an argument.
Yeah. And
then
maybe,
that is what I'm going to do, Chair. And I thank all of you for the time that you have taken to,
about a couple months so that this man.
Couple of months.
Closes when he's supposed to. And then we come back and maybe have a better conversation.
You know,
True as well.
I see what I see a lot here is a lot of cost-benefit analysis.
I'm sorry.
Cost-benefit analysis, that I'm just gonna push the envelope and make a ton of money until I get caught, pay some kind of small fine, and move forward, perhaps continue to do it. In this case, perhaps they said, well, maybe we should just go ahead and ask to get longer hours.
Well, I would argue that
Are the charges pending here?
there are charges pending, yes.
Did I? Let me take a look.
Yeah, no, we don't look at that, don't look at that.
Can't look at that?
No, we can look at that. So,
That's interesting.
go ahead.
So what I would say is if we could, I would go for the maximum adjournment period that is appropriate to this. And I would say that respect to Mr. Moya, who apparently has a very nice business, you gotta follow the exact rules so that when you come back, we can have a nice conversation. So that's it.
Understood.
So I'd ask Mr. Dano to suggest, I can't say what anyone else is gonna say, what do you think is an appropriate period of adjournment so that we know this man could, he's gonna have a nice conversation with us.
Okay.
That kind of makes sense.
What is today's date?
Today is
the 16th.
July
How
16th.
about the first meeting after August? This is August 16th.
Like September minimally.
So it's
You would like
August 6th,
September,
August
then I would
26th.
say September.
September 18 is a Thursday. You sure?
That means, sir,
You're gonna have to make sure.
I'm not
you keep
speaking
the
it,
hours
I'm not
until-
speaking it to council. That means, sir, that all this great summer months where, you know, it would have been nice if you could be open till 4, but that's not it. All these summer months, there can't be any
He understands.
any problems. And I don't know what that will mean, but it will mean a lot to me.
Yeah, there's a full board report even that you can request. It shows that it's Sunday to Thursday, 12 a.m., Friday, Saturday, 2 a.m. Recorded background music, live DJ, 1 security guard, no third-party promoters, no private parties were the conditions of your existing license. That has not changed it, regardless of what the community board have said. So
I'm sorry, Chair, would you mind repeating the hours?
it's Sunday to Thursday, 12 a.m., Friday, Saturday, 2 a.m. That should be on the license.
Yes, but I want to make sure that he follows those rules, and
So-
while I'm waiting for the
Yeah, in the
The
meantime,
FOIL
make a
request.
FOIL request and you can come back again September 18.
Thank you very much.
Mr.
Thank
De Leon, you're okay with
Just
that?
wait for me 1 minute. I have the next matter, and
Oh,
then
you do, okay.
I don't vote for an adjournment. I vote to deny.
Okay.
I
But
vote-
Commissioner Mayor. you-
September 18th.
Next is number 9, EATALY Lafayette LLC.
This is Kevin Dano. This is a conditional no contest plea. We're offering the amount that the council's office suggested, $2,700, and all of the deficiencies have been corrected. And proof has been sent to the council's office.
Remedial measures taken, I'll accept 2,700.
Commissioner
2,700.
Commissioner Mayor
2,700.
and Chair, you accepted.
Yes, I accept 2,700.
So I want to thank you both for this and for the last one, for your courtesy and for your advice.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful summer.
You too. Bye.
All right, so Mr. Flynn has arrived from calling back up 37, Marsico Wines LLC. 37.
What number was that, EW?
That was number 9.
Good morning. Terrence Flynn for the applicant. Good morning. I see there's opposition here, so I'll let them speak. And
Sure.
Good morning, everyone. Robert Romano. Oop. Wait, go ahead and turn that on. I'm here with Michael Costanzo, who is the manager of liquor. His mother is the owner of Liquor Outlet LLC. They are the second closest store. I also represent Wine and Whiskey Cellar LLC, the sixth closest store, and the Sudibia LLC, the fourth closest store.
Sorry, it's the second one and then what?
Second, fourth, and sixth.
Okay.
Okay. Currently, there are 8 stores within just 2.3 miles of this proposed premise. According to the submission by the applicant, the first and second closest stores are equidistant, both at 2,296 feet in distance from the closest store. This is just a several-minute walk.
Right, but you don't represent the closest store, right?
No, but I'm making my argument as to the proximity.
Yes, I
of
understand,
all
but
the
the
stores.
closest store is not represented here today, right? And I don't believe I have a protest.
They have, I believe they submitted a opposition.
They submitted a protest,
Yeah.
okay,
Right.
got it.
So this is really just a 2-minute, 3-minute walk to both the
Did you
first.
say 2-minute, 3-minute walk?
Half a mile is not a 2-minute walk. I don't know how fast you walk, but.
Jim Ryan.
half an hour walk, 4 minutes.
Well, I did make a mathematical error in my submission, and I
It may be a
apologize for that.
30-second drive, but.
Right,
not a
it's actually
2-minute
not.
walk.
It's a 35-second drive, and I had put 20 seconds, so I apologize for that.
Okay, let's
If
just.
taking a.
Close, but let's not be.
Okay. And also in an area with a density that admittedly by the applicant is less than 4,000 people per square mile. That makes that point even more relevant, I believe. The population growth in this area has gone up 11%, but that's over 10 years. It's really a 1% increase a year. It's really, which also would explain the flat or declining sales. If pretty much all the stores, when you factor in interest and inflation, excuse me, if you factor in inflation, it really their numbers show that they're flat. Wine and Whiskey Cellar LLC, which is the sixth closest store, was opened just 18 months ago. I believe they were granted approval a little more than that, but they opened their doors just 18 months ago. And there's really no public convenience or advantage to be served by granting this store. All the closest stores serve all the products. We looked through the wine list submitted by Mr. Flynn's office. I believe 90% of those wines are currently available. There is a bus stop across the street from Mr. Costanzo's store. There's nothing to be gained and jobs to be lost, perhaps, if another store is allowed to come into this area. And
That's your man with the $10 million store, right?
Yeah, and he would like to
Okay,
decline.
Congratulations on that. I mean that very sincerely. And I say this all the time when I see a big number. I hope you make it to 100 million in sales. The benefits of competition and not the distance between stores is this was stated in the court opinions, line of opinion, which I'm sure Attorney Romano knows of. So you've got the biggest, you're the eclipse in the neighborhood, and I'm going to hear from the competitors soon. So I don't know what you could be complaining about here.
So with all due respect.
Sure, of
I
course. You
just-
don't have to agree with me.
Okay, I disagree with that only for one reason, is that it's declining sales. And when we submitted our numbers, it shows that we're down about 15%. And before, in the other cases, one of the ladies that owned one of the stores said about the dispensaries opening all over. That has hurt the wine business, in my opinion, tremendously. I also think that, it's oversaturated in that area. And furtherly down the road, within another 2 miles, there's another large store there too that does a lot of business, but they were hurt tremendously too.
How much do
I'm not sure.
Take a guess.
6 million maybe?
Okay, so you got a $6 million
But
store.
it's like maybe, let's say 5 to 10 miles down.
Fine, 5 miles.
Okay, let's say.
Seven.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But, they're down 30% supposedly too. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. But it's very, very declining area. And, I think that everybody's been hurt by, COVID, like they said too before.
Yes.
We work on a very, very small markup. And, it's many years that it's been established. When my late father started it, he passed away recently. And I don't know, it took a toll on the family also, but the sales are declining tremendously. I see it. There's no foot traffic. She had stated too, in a much smaller area demographically, that she had 1,000 people a day. We don't even have close to that. We have like 200 a day. So, I don't know where, there's not much foot traffic that we're receiving anymore. It's been declining tremendously. Also the population. Population has been changing, the demographics have been changing tremendously in the last 5 to 7 years. The baby boomers, my father included, a lot of them have passed away. A lot of them have moved south. We lost a lot of those customers. That was our base.
I'm interrupting. You are definitely having more than 200 people a day walking through your door.
It's about 200 to 250.
It has to be like 400 or 500.
Maybe on a weekend.
Unless everybody's spending $150, which they're not.
Could be.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no,
I congratulate
I
you.
respect that.
And if you came back here and we're at 50 million, I'd congratulate you.
I wish.
But I'm having trouble with this, the competitive criterion is weighing very heavily to me.
But it is there's 8 stores in that radius. And one store is around the same square footage, the footage, what would it be, 2296? I think they're around the same, called Ace Liquor right around the corner. And they're a very, very small store. I think that would destroy them on their behalf. I think it would hurt us too. I think that it's not far. I can walk there, no problem. It was stated also that the bus stop was there. The bus stop has been there for 50 years. That's not going to change anything. I don't see that people get off the bus and come to the liquor store. I don't know. Also, the area, I wanted to say that the demographics changed tremendously, as I was saying about the baby boomers and everything. I understand that. But also, there's a strong population that will only shop in their areas, and they're starting to move in the areas, and they're buying tremendous amount of pieces of property, and the area is declining tremendously. With that all said, I wish you would consider that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you.
Now, where's you're near Muncie?
Yes.
How far?
Route 59 to Muncie, I think it's about 4 miles.
Okay, because I know that area.
Well,
So
fine.
what?
It's a tremendous
do you have a
acidic community.
Do you have a big kosher department in your place?
No, they won't
Okay,
shop.
okay, all
They
right.
won't shop in
All right.
our area.
Okay, I just don't know.
Yeah, no.
I don't know that. Okay, thanks.
And that's why the population numbers can be deceiving.
All right.
And if you still have a density of under 4,000 people per square mile, which is not a very dense, Manhattan, 29,000. But
I think 300,000 was the population of Rockland. I think 27% of it is now kosher, Hasidic, et cetera.
No, I'm very positive that you know your business.
Yes.
No doubt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Are you done, Mr. Romano?
Yeah,
So,
just
Mr.
closing,
Excuse me,
no,
Chair,
there's
are you
no
done?
evidence of serving public convenience and advantage by the granting of the license. Thank you.
So, Mr. Flynn, if I could jump the chair and Commissioner DeLeon.
Sure.
Where's Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson here? Please explain it to me.
All right, so if you saw the submission I made to you, I covered the fact that the demographics were in fact going up. The population, it's slight, but the population is going up. We also included the services that we're going to provide that aren't provided. These liquor stores have very, very tight aisles. Our aisles are going to be wide so that it's ADA compliant, and you can get, if you have a wheelchair, you can turn in the circumference, get up and down an aisle, and go and shop, where you can't do that in the other stores. The aisles are too tight. The location was specifically chosen because it has its own parking, which has always been considered something that's good for public convenience advantage, and it's by public transportation. Now, the gentleman before said, I don't know how many people are going to use public transportation. He doesn't know how many people aren't going to use public transportation, but it is by public transportation, which is something that has always been considered by the authority. And lastly, Route 59 has 30,000 cars a day, in excess of 30,000 cars a day go by it. We are carrying a lot of different products that are being carried in most of the stores. We have given you those lists, so you have them. The stores here don't have declining sales. The store that's doing over 10 million, if you look, has slightly declining sales over the years just after COVID. Right after COVID, the sales were very high for a lot of the liquor stores because people were drinking in-house instead of going out. But since then, he's been consistently over $10 million. The third store, which is very interesting here, did not provide sales figures, but they are also not open at this time. We've been by the store a few times. My client will speak to that in a second.
Which one?
Spring Valley?
Spring Valley Marketplace.
Yes. And they have not been open at all. In fact, if you go there, you look, the doors aren't open, it's closed, there's like what they left behind on the shelves. It appears they have left that space. I can't tell you for sure whether they have or they haven't.
Which one is it? There's two Spring Valley names. Which one is it?
Past Back Valley Road.
Is it
Yeah,
the one on?
the third closest
Is
store,
it the one on 59 or the one off 59?
It's the one off 50.
or 59.
Okay.
So we've given you all the reasons we believe this is in the public convenience and advantage, including the fact that it'll create competition in an area where there are a lot of large sales volumes. I let my client speak for a second as to why he thinks his store is going to be different than the others and why it benefits.
So I love it when you guys submit evidence, but it just needs to be like clearly explained what you're submitting. I mean, I see a lot of people submitting, oh, this is the list of stuff we plan to carry.
Right.
Is the items identified in red the ones that are not at other stores?
Yes.
Is that what this is trying to differentiate?
That's
But
correct.
You need to explain that. Like, in nowhere does it mention why, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Just, it's not accurate?
It's readily available. Anything's readily available.
Everything.
Well, yeah, anybody can order any product into their store, but it's not on the shelves now.
Okay.
So but if my client can just speak to those issues
Yeah, okay.
for a second, please.
Hi, John Colangelo. Thanks for this hearing this morning. I just want to add, this is going to be a new retrofitted building that is going to have a automatic door that opens up when you walk in and walk out. So none of the competition has any of those ability to do that. Wide aisles.
I'm sorry, the door?
The door, it's an automatic door that opens. So for handicap accessibility. We have dedicated 16 spots and then 2 off-premise spots for employee parking. Other stores that are in the area, you have to compete for parking spaces, especially Mr. Costanzo's store. I was there this past weekend, couldn't even find a spot. Had to drive around for at least 20 minutes until I found a spot, which was not close to the store at all. I also want to mention I am from the area. I grew up in Nanuet. My parents both moved here from Italy in 1984. I've moved out of the area, but have recently reinvested into the area because there's a need for improvement in this area. A lot of these shopping centers are all first generation owned, and they've all been resting on their laurels, like not doing any improvements at all. And I've been slowly purchasing property, revitalizing the area, and giving it more customer experience where I feel it doesn't exist right now.
So your family trust owns this building?
No, we're purchasing it from the family trust.
Who's we?
Myself.
Okay, you're purchasing the building from the family trust?
Yeah.
That's your intent.
Yeah, do you want to speak on that?
That's his intent. So the landlord has told him that if this gets approved, he would sell him the building.
Okay, but that's not the Marsico's family trust?
No.
No, I held on to the name as a dedication to the family. It's also from Italy. We're going to be concentrating on Southern Italian wines. The other thing that we're doing is we're concentrating on Italian wines and U.S. wines.
I know, I'm still on the ownership of the building, so you don't
Sure.
currently own the building. Someone else owns the building
I'm
and you've
in
been paying
contract to
rent.
purchase the building.
That's correct.
And you're in contract to purchase the building?
Yeah,
And you plan to pay yourself rent?
correct.
But the family trust is just a name, it's not you and your family members, it's
Not-
just you regardless?
No,
Okay. And you plan to not do your real estate business anymore? It sounds like that may be more lucrative than the liquor store, but what's the deal?
no, I
Who's
still,
running the store?
I'm running the store with my wife. She's here.
Okay. Is she a store manager?
She will be, yeah.
Okay, do I have a personal questionnaire from her?
No,
Does she have any background in retail or in alcohol sales?
not at the moment.
Okay. Got it.
How many properties do you own in Nanuet, sir?
I own 148-164 Route 59, 196
How many
210.
properties? How many properties?
3 other properties. And they're all across the street from this location.
And they're commercial buildings or residential buildings?
Commercial,
And there are businesses in them?
correct,
There are retail businesses in them?
correct.
Okay. And you plan on not doing your real estate business and run the store?
Those are all investments. And I have a management company that I'm part owner in, but their full management is with Ramco Management.
Okay, but you're not like opening the store and?
I'm gonna be running the store and opening up the store myself, along with
Okay,
my wife.
so you're not gonna be opening the store and then trying to flip it and sell it to somebody
No.
else, right?
No,
You're
It's not my
actually
intention.
interested in this business, right?
correct.
Okay.
Are you an attorney also?
I'm not.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I just point out
Yeah.
that my client has indicated he has over 5,000 different bottles of Italian product available currently. And California.
Thank you.
I also want to add that we're going to be having a large selection of kosher wines, which is a whole demographic that he does not service.
All right. Well, I got to ask you a question. Since you have all these, this management company, have you, yes or no, done any projections on what you expect to gross your first year?
We have a projected gross of $2 million.
What?
$2 million.
And how did you come to that number?
Based on sales in the market, but also based on like what we're going to be.
Well, what studies did you do other than, what assumptions did you use?
Well, I have consultants that I hired that told me
Okay, what's
what
the
it
name?
was.
Who's the consultant?
Danny Saltzman.
Danny what?
Daniel Saltzman.
And where's he out of?
He used to work for Diageo for a number of years. He's consulting.
Okay, I know that company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
so
thank you.
he's just consulting on the side now.
All right, thank you.
Do the members have any questions?
Did you say Diageo?
Diageo, and he worked for Brown Foreman.
I don't know that. Okay.
Manufacturers. And how far do you live from here?
About 19-minute drive.
All right. Go ahead.
The members are ready to vote. Commissioner De Leon?
I'm sorry, I just want to clarify that there was a mention of a letter from the closest door, but I don't see it. So am I just not
If you open the PDF, it's page 6.
off the application?
Yeah, the
Oh,
original.
new ACE?
Yep.
That's
new
one,
ACE.
okay.
Yeah, very small letter that just says it.
It's a small store.
Okay, and you notified them, right, Donald?
Yeah.
Just double check.
Outlook. Yes.
New Ace Liquor at outlook.com?
Yes.
You sure?
I can double check. I can double check, but if you look at the last page, it shows where we sent it.
Okay. No, I'm not questioning you. I'm
No,
just, yeah, New Ace Liquor at outlook.com. All right. All right, go ahead.
Commissioner De Leon?
Okay. They're not all very, very clear. It's a close call for me. I see an applicant who's interested in the industry, but has no experience in the industry, and the proposed manager doesn't have any experience either, and really doing very, very well managing commercial properties and owning commercial properties. You have an interest in this industry, but you also have a significant interest in elsewhere. Whatever that's worth. Let me say I'm going to go in terms of the numbers. And the closest store here, which is only 0.4 miles away, the numbers were from 23 to 2024. The 2025 numbers were only like a month or two or something like that. Not anything that I could really do a projection on for 2025. So the closest store, 0.4 miles away, made a profit of $11,000 over 2023. The next closest store, which is 0.5 miles away, lost $300,000. That's your business, sir, from what I see. It's a significant business, but you're down $300,000.
Sorry.
We got no response from Spring Valley, but we heard about that. And then we have Bardonia, which is 1.6, which made a profit of $5,000 over in 2024 over 2023. And then the last store, New Spring, which is 1.8, lost about $103,000 in 2024 over 2023. So 2 made a profit, but it's almost insignificant. 2 had decrease in sales, and they are significant. And I think for me, that's going to make the difference. I understand that you said that the aisles are small and this is going to have bigger aisles, but I'll note that the store here is 4,000 square feet in terms of retail. So I'm going to have to respectfully vote to deny.
Commissioner Maya?
I am going to vote to approve. I'm noting that the closest store, which is Ace, has, in my opinion, very low numbers. They're not competing with Liquor Outlet. I see this man articulates himself well. He's done some study. I take people's word for it as much as I can, so taking your word for it, you did a real study. I want to see competition around this $10 million store, and I see other stores that look like they're on their way out, perhaps, from this $10 million store. So I have no trouble. The benefits of competition outweigh any other consideration I have. I approve. And I wish you good luck, sir, if you get approved. And definitely, I wish you good luck, continuing good luck. And I'm talking to the objectant who has a very successful business.
Chair?
All right. The closest store didn't come, but I think that they're going to be the most impacted. They're really very close to this location. And there is another one. There are two that are both very close within less than half a mile. So I just think that this area is saturated and the numbers are not showing significant growth at all. I mean, if at all, you know, this closest store is going up 80,000. But the loss in the others, the second closest store, as he says here, is he's gone down 1.5 million. So I'm just not seeing, I think overall we're at a loss in this area as far as alcoholic products going out the door. So maybe a different location, sir. For now, I'm going to vote to deny.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the summer.
Thank you, sir. All right. Next is number 6, Ford Beverages LLC.
Thomas Burke from the Law Office of Stacy L. Weiss. With me is Mr. Garrett Ford, the applicant. This is an application for an on-premises liquor license for a tavern located in the East Village of New York City. This tavern has been in business for 25 years. Mr. Ford was employed at this business for 15 years as a bartender and then the manager. He recently purchased the premises from the previous owners. Mr. Ford did sign a stipulation with Manhattan Community Board 3, and one of the provisions of that stipulation is, I will not participate in pub crawls. The tavern has hosted SantaCon for many years, and during Mr. Ford's tenure, it has always had SantaCon every year. And he allowed the tavern to host SantaCon in 2024 because it had always been an event at the tavern, and he didn't consider it a pub crawl. Okay, now that he is aware of this breach of the stipulation, he will not allow this to happen again. As a matter of fact, he was approached by Gay Pride pub crawl in June of 29, and he declined. Okay, the premises has had no adverse disciplinary history during Mr. Ford's tenure as the manager. And as a matter of fact, the premises has no adverse disciplinary history whatsoever. So the Phoenix is a gay bar that has been a safe place for the East Village gay community to gather for the past 25 years. It would be a great loss to that community if the bar had to close due to the disapproval of this application. There was a 500 foot hearing, not 50H in my mind. And no parties appeared? Why didn't he appear?
Oh, did you make submissions or no? Hold on one second.
I see a 50H, again with the 50H. I obviously have another case on my mind.
Yeah.
The 500 foot hearing. Yeah, he passed the 500 foot hearing.
Did you make a submission?
We did, we passed. You The made- community okay. board Okay. voted for us unanimously, and we passed the 500 foot hearing.
Okay.
All right.
All right, the ALJ found that he had met, so.
All right, so have you made a FOIA request, sir?
Yes, I did.
And so you're aware of the reports that our investigator found?
Yes.
That there is no food on the premises?
That I didn't. They have food?
Yeah, we have just light sandwiches and like Impossible meat.
And what?
And like Impossible sandwiches.
Impossible?
It's like a vegan alternative.
Impossible.
I don't have any idea what that is.
Vegan sandwich.
Yeah, it's like a vegan. So just so there's a couple options, but the business is almost all.
On May
alcohol.
30th, an investigator asked you if there was food, and you were the bartender. They asked you if there was food available, and you stated no, and he allowed customers to bring food in from outside food vendors. Is that not accurate?
I don't recall that. I have had incidents where I have ran out of food, and I definitely said that.
So, look, it's hard for me to believe that you don't know what the rules are because your lawyer just said that you have worked at this location for a long time and then inherited the business from the prior owners.
Yeah, so sorry.
Let me finish.
Sorry.
The community board is not happy with the SantaCon situation, and we are not going to tolerate no actual food service. So I'm gonna offer you an opportunity. I'm gonna kick this down the road. I'm gonna allow you to continue to operate on your temp because we could actually just vote to deny you and then you have to start over. But if I deny you today, your temp is rescinded and your business is over.
Okay.
So I don't want to do that to you because your flaws are not fatal, but they are things that need to get
Thank you.
fixed.
Okay.
So I'm going to do this. I'm going to let you operate on your temp until the end of the year. So I'm going to kick this down. You can pick either December 10th or January 7th.
December 10th would be fine.
Okay, so you're gonna come back December 10th.
Squeaky clean.
Okay, yes, sir.
You just need to have food and whatever it is, don't participate.
Okay,
Any
absolutely.
kind of coordination where there are a lot of people standing on the street, just say no, okay? 'Cause
Absolutely.
look, your community board really cares about that, and you know
Right.
this neighborhood, so I respect you, and I want you to be
Right.
able to have your business, okay?
Yeah, you know, I've been there for 15 years, and when I took over from the woman that owned it, I just wasn't trying to reinvent the wheel, so I did everything kind of
I
like.
get it. I see you're hands-on, so I think this is fixable,
Okay.
and so we'll see you December 10th.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Commissioner De Leon
December 10th, yeah.
and Commissioner Maya, you're okay with
Yeah,
that?
12:10.
All right, bye. Thank you. Have a great summer.
Next is number 221 Mamma Mia Enterprises, Inc.
Good afternoon, members of the authority. Dustin Dente for the applicant or licensee applicant. To my left is Luigi Miranda, president. The application was merely an extension of permitted hours from 1 a.m. across the board to 3 a.m. across the board. In connection with the application, a resolution from the trustees of the Village of Hempstead approving 3 a.m. Closing in the village was incorporated in the application.
All right, I'm gonna ask you the same question. Have you requested a FOIL request for, have you made a FOIL request for this item?
Which item?
This item.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Did you make a FOIL request to?
Have
get
you
the full
seen
file?
all the files we have on the record? for
Yes,
your
yes, I have.
client?
Yes.
You have, so you've seen the
Yes, I saw that in
investigation report?
2007. There were multiple applications, 2017, 2023. There were issues with the application being initially, there was issues with the landlord.
All right, and there is a report of investigation from June 1st. You've seen this or no?
I have not seen it.
That you
Okay. So,
I just want to, may I interrupt?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I wanted to do this in a little bit of a different way one time, and this is the case. Are you going beyond the hourly limit, yes or no, at all, ever, since you've been licensed? Are you going past the hours, yes or no, sir? What's that?
Up until 1.
What did he say?
He just said up until 1. He's never exceeded the 1 a.m. closing,
Ever, ever?
ever, ever.
That's what he's saying?
As you're saying.
Is he there all the time?
Yep, all the time.
Okay. I'm not going to say anything more then. Counsel, sometimes I have a leading question, and that one didn't work for you, I'm telling you.
What's that?
Okay?
what did Jamie say?
Consistent with what you.
Okay, all right.
You might have also heard me in the past say, as a public service announcement, just for me, not for anybody else, the counsel, in particular the lawyers who are representing people, need to tell people that I'm considering that a witness stand.
Okay. Understood.
So
All right, so what do you want to do?
Well, based on what I've seen, the ALJ voted to deny back in 2023 because no personal PIQ was submitted.
Yes, that was a prior, that was an attorney that submitted the It was an attorney certified, I think one of the last of the attorney certified applications, and it was later submitted.
I think Commissioner Meyer was very, very generous with you. And unfortunately, we didn't get the response that we would have hoped for. And I cannot countenance that. We have information to the contrary of what the applicant has just said on the record. And for that reason, I will not pass this over. I will vote to deny.
Commissioner Maya.
I'm still going to pass it over because I think the word has got to get out. I haven't been burned yet. I think I'm going to end up getting burned here someday, but I hope I haven't been burned in any of the other areas of my professional practice, so I'm counting on it. I will grant another time to come back with a squeaky clean report, but that's what I would do, only because I don't like to nail people. But I'm telling you right now, and I'm speaking, can I speak directly to your client?
Sure.
I asked you a direct question that I knew the answer to, and you got an F from me, okay? So I'm still giving you a chance. Okay.
Chair.
All right, and look, you know, we do make checks, especially when you're applying for a change of method of operation. I just want to stay consistent here because we gave the other person an opportunity to fix their hours. So I want to offer you the same opportunity.
Sure.
You know, I think the difference is at least they said they were making mistakes and you're flat out saying I close at 1 when that's not the case, unless my investigator is mistaken with the clock, which it's almost close to impossible. So I'm asking representing counsel to be more prepared. You have to ask for the record. You have to make sure that your client is actually living by the hours and other method of operation that is outlined in their current application, that is on their current license before they make an application for more.
If I may speak. If I may, Madam Chairwoman, I just asked him quickly on the side while I was listening. Are you like being open way past 1, or are you just closing down? He's telling like 110, 120. I don't know if there's anything in the report that shows substantially past, or is it just a matter of just trying to get people out?
Let me answer it first.
Sure.
Although I might be jumping the chair here. Whatever, you know this law, you know how this works.
Yes.
He needs to be instructed accordingly, and 0 breaches between now and whenever the chair says he's coming back.
Okay, understood.
That's my answer to
Alright.
your question.
I'm gonna do the same for you. September 18, I would make a FOIA request, counsel, and read the document and you tell me, okay? In the meantime, just be closed, all bodies out by 1 o'clock.
Except for staff, of course.
Yes.
Okay, be clear. Okay. I will advise him accordingly. Thank you. See you in September.
Thank you.
Enjoy the summer.
Next is number 17, YS Whitestone Corp.
All right.
Good afternoon. My name is Jay Yu. I'm the representative for the YS Whitestone Corp. And Mr. Kim Hyun-soo is the president of the corporation. And Julie Kim is the wife. And we were here last month. And you want to see the owner. So
Right, so he's the applicant. Are they both the applicants?
no, the wife is not.
The wife is not. She's the manager?
Uh,
I help manage.
You help manage?
Yes.
But you were saying last time, I have a note here that I asked for a personal questionnaire from the wife who's helping manage, and then that was going to be a personal questionnaire for the actual manager.
No, I have, I submit the managers, actual manager, full-time manager.
You submitted for the
Yeah,
manager?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And I have a copy of it if you want to see it.
No, that's fine. And then what about the wife? Is she's working there? Do I need a personal questionnaire?
No,
Okay, she's not a manager. Okay, that's
Who-
fine.
who is
You guys have
Mr.
question?
Who is Mr. Yunoso?
Yunso Lee.
Yunso?
That's
he's,
him.
he's the owner.
Okay. All right. And your first
Manager.
name is Ryan?
Lee.
Manager
Ryan.
is Jay Wang Seong, right? Is it Jay Wang Seong?
Oh, yeah, he's manager.
That's the manager, so we do have the P
Okay.
personal questionnaire for,
And you reside here, sir?
Sorry?
You live here? You reside
Yeah, I
here?
live here.
Managers. Place.
Okay, that's good. All right.
do the members have any further questions?
I don't have any questions.
Are you ready to vote? So, Commissioner De Leon, if you're ready.
Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I
I'm
vote to
ready.
approve.
Commissioner Maya
I approve.
and Chair.
All right, I'm gonna vote to approve. I'm gonna grant the bathroom waiver. It's 10 o'clock across the board. Is that when you want to close or you want later hours?
Later hours. Oh, you mean?
What time you gonna close?
Oh, June 2 a.m. 2 a.m. 아니야? 2 a.m.
1:30 is customer
Last call will be 1:30 a.m., but we'll be closed everything at 2 a.m.
Okay.
The application said 10 p.m., but
We filed the application before they built the business, and then there was a project time. that
Okay.
They put it in, but now they open for business.
is
And
there a
then-
community board stipulation or no? Okay. And this is a 500-foot case or not a 500-foot case?
The 500.
This is a 500-foot and get came out positive, right? Okay, all right. So let me start again. So I'm gonna vote to approve with the bathroom waiver, 2 a.m. across the board, recorded music only, no private parties, no third-party promoters. Second?
Commissioner De Leon, you okay with the conditions?
Yeah, I'm fine with
And
the
Commissioner Maya
Approve.
with the conditions?
Approve as stated by Chair Fan.
Okay.
Okay, all right, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Next is number 7, ASIM Convenience Corp.
Good morning, Chair.
Good afternoon. This is Abdul Razak, resident of ASIM Convenience.
Uh-oh. This is number 7, right?
7, yeah.
All right, so this item went to hearing, so I read your submission. If you generally, we don't revisit the facts here, so I understand that you take a position that you don't agree with the outcome of the findings from the ALJ. Do you feel strongly that you need to dispute the facts because there is, you can go to court with that? Otherwise, generally by this stage, we set a penalty and you can then ask for reconsideration and then basically go to court for the charges. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you already went to hearing for it, so we can't revisit the facts here if that's.
For me,
He's my younger brother, so
Yeah.
I told
it's
him
a
to-
family-owned business. We've been there for 25 years, and never ever we had an incident like that before.
Okay.
And then when we question our employee, and he's also our brother-in-law. So when we asked him, he said, "I've been here for 25 years. I've been doing it for so long, and I know who's. I check everybody's ID. And there's no way that somebody came in and I didn't check their ID. And then when we told him that about the case, he said like, I did not sell it. And then also when we, the last hearing, if when we spoke with the investigator, she was giving them
18 feet. 18 feet again.
so she was telling us like where she was standing by 18 feet. So there was no way that could have been 18 feet. She'd be standing.
So you have to look at it from our point of view, right? So this is our own investigator, that's one of our employees going with our undercover agent that we pay. And they went into your store and there was a sale made and she came out with alcoholic products. I mean, unless you're telling me that my undercover agent stole the product, the conclusion pretty much 99.9% is that a sale was made and that our agent did what they were instructed to do, which is take the product out of the fridge and then go pay for it. So we do not reconsider the facts here, but we can take mitigation. So if you are telling me we've been there for 25 years and that we generally had a system of checking ID and that something inexplicable happened here, like I can take that. But we're not really in a position to throw out the case I hope you understand that.
I mean, we just like, we have two years of lease left. We're just trying to thrive there. So like whatever you could do, we just try to want to continue with the business like until for next 2 years. So I mean, we're not here to fight. We just want to try to survive. So whatever you think you could be like a best decision for us to get, I mean, coming from Long Island, it was like 2 hours to get here too. So it was not an easy commute.
Well, your store is in Brooklyn, right?
Correct.
I used to live over there, and now I moved to Long Island. I opened a store over there too.
You do have a long licensing history with some record. There's, a cigarettes case that was just in 23. Usually it's more than 5 years, as I was telling the other business, more than 5 years, you get some credit. If you can show me ATAP training certificates for your employees, specifically the employee that made the sale, that's some credit. Clean 5-year history is some credit. You don't have that because this charge was just in 23 about the cigarettes. A sale to under 18 is generally a higher fine because it's under 18 and not between age 18 and 21. The fine, if you are making a sale to minor under 18 with some history, we generally see it as if it's like a second sale. But you have a long licensing history, so, I'll let the commissioner tell you where he is at.
Commissioner De Leon, and on the charge, sustaining the charge.
Okay. All right, well, look, the ALJ heard the testimony, okay? And it's one thing to come in and say we made a mistake. It's another thing to come in and say that they got it all wrong. I have to agree with the chair. We have very good investigators. They work for the agency. They work hard. I don't like to undermine their work without good cause. The ALJ heard the testimony and decided that the employee who testified on your behalf was not credible. And his or her testimony was if the customer looks 35 or older, he does not ask for ID. The ALJ heard that testimony. There was an opportunity to ask that person questions from both sides and found that person not to be credible. And also in terms of where the investigator was supposedly located, whether he or she could or could not see, that person was shown a diagram of the location and pinpointed his or her exact location, which for the ALJ was satisfactory. I was at 5,000, but in consideration of the fact that you do have a long record, absent the cigarettes that you received a $5,000 fine for back in 2023, I'm going to go with 3,500.
And you sustain the charge?
And I sustain the charge.
Commissioner Maya?
Is there a, is the delegation 35 or 3?
It's 35.
It's 35?
For 18 and under.
All right, 3,500.
But with no history,
Yeah,
so.
I will go with 3,500 as Commissioner DeLeon.
And you sustain the charge as well, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll sustain charge 1,3,500.
It's $3,500. You'll receive a letter.
All right, thank you.
You'll receive a letter via email on how to pay.
All right,
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thanks for coming.
Next is number 60, JIH Market, Inc.
Number 60.
60.
What am I doing? Oh, wait a minute. My computer froze. Just give me a sec. Hang on, sir.
Hi, my name is J.U.
What number, sorry, 60?
60. Wait. Sir,
1 second.
Council,
We're
just
trying
wait
to-
a second because I had a freeze up here. Okay, I'm ready again. Thank you.
All right. First of all, I made a wrong statement to Margarita Marsico on Monday. She called me. Please ignore those. And I got confused with the other cases that was for his brother.
You mean Margarita?
Margarita. Hi, how are
Yeah,
you?
she's right there.
Yeah, I spoke to you on Monday morning, right? The reason I did not file, I got the whole application package ready to go at the time. And then the reason I was holding the application because this case is open, and then I had experienced that the SLA disapproved the temporary permit if there's open cases. So I was actually holding the whole applications until this case got settled. And as soon as I got a phone call on Monday from her, I put the packages and then I got the application ready to be mailed out. And I also offer $7,500 for the penalties for the violations.
Okay.
And there was the 4 tables with a seating because of after the COVID, there were constructions nearby, and then people come in and eat the sandwiches and they sit down and eat. I guess the incident was happening. The construction worker was drinking beers at the time. And right after we got the notice of pleading, and we remove all the chairs and tables from premises, and then there's no sitting facility now, and nobody's drinking on premises until properly licensed.
So there's a construction site nearby?
Yes, when I was there, we started this in December 17th. I visited last year, and yes, there was a constructions nearby.
When did you get the notice of pleading, sir?
Right after I retained this case, for the eating place beer, I guess the beginning of something like a January, something like that.
January of 2025?
I believe so. I don't remember. But I do remember I got the notice of pleading after I retained to apply for eating place beer.
Okay.
Fantastic.
The members ready to vote?
Yep.
Commissioner De Leon?
I can kind of see how this plays out because I live in the city and work in the city. And
okay.
So I see a lot of this. And in fact, I'm actually familiar with the construction that's happening at that location. All of the incidents here occurred within the month of October, October 3rd, October 4th, October 18th, which is all prior to you receiving the notice of pleading, which indicates to me that being that we have no more reports, you stopped the conduct right away, and you came prepared to file a change of eating change to eating beer, eating place beer establishment. Okay, so I thank you for your offer of $7,500. I'll actually lower it to $5,000 depending on how my colleagues feel.
Appreciate it. Thank
Commissioner
you.
Mayor
5,000.
and Chair.
5,000.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next is number 8, DEWEL Gonzalez, DBA Annabelle Deli Grocery.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody.
Hi.
How are you?
What number?
8. Sorry, you the licensee? I'm sorry. Can you put your name on the record?
Duel Gonzalez.
All right, do any kind of ATAP training with your staff, sir?
The thing on that day,
No, just in general, do you do ATAP training? Like, do you put your employees through a program to teach them how to make sales of alcoholic beverages and be in compliance with the law?
I did before, but the person doesn't work there anymore.
Okay.
I spend most of my time in the store all day.
Okay, did you make the sale?
No.
Okay. Where are you at? I'm at
3,500.
Well, it's more than 5 years, so you can go as low as 3,000 or 2,500, depending on how you want to look at it.
You can, but I'm always concerned where I see that the person, the agent was not questioned or even asked for ID. That always concerns me. The investigator in this case testified credibly. He prepared his reports the same day, so they were contemporaneous. He witnessed everything, and there was no evidence of inducement. Selling to someone who's under 18 is pretty serious in my book, sir.
By the time that I get the letters from the department, my camera was like almost 3 weeks already. I don't get to check like if the person did ask or not, or specific how was everything that happened in the counter.
I don't understand.
Like from the day that they went.
You're saying that you didn't have an opportunity to present all your evidence at the
Yeah,
hearing?
because of the time that I received a letter, it was like 3 weeks after.
You were represented by an accountant, not an attorney.
Huh?
You had your accountant represent you, is that correct?
Yeah, but I don't have anything to prove on that matter because of the days that I received the letters.
I understand.
Mhm.
But when I see that no questioning was done, no asking for ID.
Yeah, but
and
I
the
don't.
per-
I'm
And the
sorry.
person is under 18, I have to take that seriously, sir. I'm sorry.
But I don't. It's no way that I can just.
My colleagues may feel differently, but you know, my vote is 3,500.
$3,500 and you sustain the charge?
Yes.
Commissioner Mayo?
3,000 sustained.
You said 3,000?
Yes.
Okay, and Chair?
All right, I'm gonna sustain charge 1, 3,000.
All right, so the penalty is $3,000. You'll get a letter via email on how to pay with further instructions.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is number 45, EDITAS Bar and Restaurant, Inc.
I got an issue here with this. This
45.
45.
Good morning, members of the authority. I'm here with the owner of EDITAS Bar Restaurant, Inc., DBA Flamingo, located at 8510 Roosevelt Avenue. There was an attorney on this before, John Fejo, and in his 11/24, on his December 24th letter, on 11/15, when the incident happened, the owner was not on the establishment at the time. And the hookah, when the investigators went into the premises, they didn't find hookah in the premises. This was brought in during a soccer match by some patrons in the establishment. So she's never had a hookah violation. She's been in business for 42 years at that location. And she came because she's asking for mitigation because she just, they don't even offer it. You don't see it on their Instagram. This isn't a method of operation that's supported by her current operation. The attorney asked for a reduced fee of $1,500. I don't think it's unreasonable.
I mean, you submitted a CNC, so
It was somebody who doesn't do liquor license stuff, so
What was the name of the attorney?
Fayhol, I've never even heard of him, Kaufman Fayhol, and he's not even, I don't even think he's been before the authority.
Okay.
So what are you saying, just because I'm not understanding, you're saying?
We would like to request a mitigation up to $1,500.
Yeah,
but
they
now
want
they
to pay.
want 1,500.
Now you want to pay 1,500 instead of 35?
Because this was submitted by someone who's never appeared before the members of the authority, and she did not sell the hook on the president.
5 years, whatever, however long, and you're telling me she hired someone who's never done this before?
No, she was not at the establishment at the time, and they're always there because I've worked with her extensively. They're always there. The issue is that they weren't there at the time, and this was brought in from outside. The investigator never.
All of a sudden, someone is bringing hookah into a 40-something-year-old business, and she hired an attorney who submitted 3,500. Like, none of that even make any logical sense to me. And she has some disciplinary on here, so 3,500.
¿Quiere decir algo? You want to say something?
All right.
No lo quiere, you want to say something?
This operation Restore Roosevelt Avenue, that's where they're intensifying law enforcement there?
Pardon?
What's operation? I heard about it. Roosevelt Avenue?
Roosevelt Avenue.
Is that where they're increasing enforcement, right?
Even if it's lowered by a couple of $100, it would make a difference in this struggling economy.
The business are very slow.
Do you offer three? I don't know if it's appropriate. Okay, I'll be quiet. I'll withdraw my question.
Pandemic, we
Yeah.
all struggle being very hurt.
I mean, I don't know about any past history. You know, you do have some issues recently. You know, you had the license in March of 2023. Then you had disorderly premise in July of 2023.
Que ha tenido varios
And now we
incidentes.
have the hookah, you know,
ahora con el
incident
hookah.
in November of 2024. So a long hit. I don't know how far back we go in terms of our history. Seems like you have a clean record.
That incident in 2023, there is a mistake. The guy was not in the premises. She was outside, was trying to get in, and was bothering
Well,
the
that
security,
that issue's
and the
been resolved.
security pushed him.
I understand.
But he
that,
was
that-
wrong. That's
that
why
issue-
we didn't allow
That
him.
issue's been resolved already.
Yeah.
You know, in recognition of all your years, you're having a license, I will go with a reduction, but I won't go as low as 1,500. I'll do 2,000.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll go
I
to
really
2,000.
appreciate it.
I agree with Commissioner DeLeon.
2,000. Chair,
I'm at 3,500.
So,
but it's still 2,000.
thank you, members.
Yep. You'll get a letter.
Que te lleven a
Thank you
carta.
very much.
Good luck.
And we hope you will never see her.
All right, so we have a Spanish interpreter that has arrived. So I am pulling 52 El Mismo Shalon Restaurant Corp.
52?
52.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Miguel Acosta here representing the applicant, Fatima Hernandez, the owner of El Mismo Shalon Restaurant Corp. located at 2968 Jerome Avenue, Bronx, New York,
What's
10468.
your name, sir?
Miguel
Oh,
Acosta.
yes, okay. Thank you.
For the record, we have Stephanie Ramirez, correct, as the interpreter.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so this location have been operating on a temporary license. Right?
Yes, correct.
Did you ever explain to your client what the boundaries of hours and operation and method of operation she's allowed to have while she's operating under the temporary permit?
Gave her some details on it, just asked her with regards to understanding and confirming the hours of operation. She understands that it's till midnight.
Okay. And did you tell her it's recorded music only, no dancing, et cetera, et cetera?
That I didn't clarify.
Have you made a FOIA request for all the investigative reports that we have on file, sir?
No, I have not.
All right, so,
The applicant is Fatima Hernandez.
Yes, Fatima Hernandez.
She was a manager at another location for 10
Well,
years.
yes, so her parents, who you see here in the room, operated a business for over 15 years. She worked with them until she opened up her own establishment. They recently closed down back in November, and she basically just operated on her own.
And that location had numerous violations.
I not aware of that. She is received the establishment.
If you haven't gotten the file, you're not going to be
Oh, okay.
aware of certain things.
It's numerous violations since her operations.
Well, no,
Or-
at this other location. She's
Oh, okay.
she's an applicant who's been in the industry for a while, and where she was working does not have a very good track record. And then we have some other things that have surfaced. So I would be inclined to put this over, as the chair has suggested, today in situations like this.
Yes.
You take a look at the file. And a warning that we do have people out there who are looking, and that are going to continue to look, and they're being very proactive. And the agency's being proactive in that regard, and I think it's great. I think it's a good thing.
Sure it is.
You know, we want to support your business responsibly,
Got it.
not irresponsibly.
Understood.
That would be my move. I don't know what.
So you said hold over?
I would hold it over, and do further checking and let him look at the file.
all right. So can you explain to her that there are boundaries on her temporary permit? I'm gonna let her operate for another 6 months on the temporary permit. But it needs to be recorded music only, no DJs, midnight close. You know, there's dancing, there's staff smoking hookah, there is, a giant nightclub going on, basically. So I know that's what she eventually wants to do, but that's not what her permit allows her to do right now.
Understood.
So she's gonna have to reel it back and show that she can actually be in compliance with the current law, and
Understood.
then she can come back December 10th.
December 10th?
Yes. Okay, Commissioner Daly on your side.
December 10th.
Oh, yeah.
Commissioner Mayor?
Oh, yeah, December 10th.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Next item that needs an interpreter is number 35 and 36, El Hanger
Right.
Restaurant LLC.
That is very interesting. A lot of sense now.
Yeah, you'll have to explain that to me.
Are they coming? El Hanger Restaurant LLC,
I don't know.
What number, D?
35 and 36. I guess they probably couldn't hear me. My mic was off. But 35 and 36.
See the light at the end of the tunnel. 35 and 36, okay.
Good afternoon, Chair, members of the authority, commissioners.
All right, so, you okay?
What is, are you Rosa?
Yes, Rosa Ruiz, representative for the applicant, El Hanger, and I have both applicants with me.
So it's not open right now, right?
No, it's not.
Okay, and they plan to change the facade? Or no change to the facade?
No change.
Okay.
It's gonna just be called Garden Theater?
Oh, no, we're still gonna put the hanger, yeah.
Oh, you're gonna put the name on it, right?
Yeah, but you're not taking off the theater sign.
No, the hanger at the Garden Theater.
Okay.
Are you Mr. Renoso?
Yes.
All right, the community board doesn't object. 2 a.m. close. You okay with 2 a.m. close?
Yes,
Okay, and you did ATAP training?
yes.
Okay. What questions?
Got a lot of questions.
Oh, go ahead.
You can address all of this, okay? The applicant has had 3 previous applications denied for character and fitness. Mr. Reynoso had a previous license canceled April 25th, 2016, it's a long time ago, due to
Yes.
non-payment of a $7,000 fine. That really gets to me, because
Okay.
this is the state's money. This
Yes.
is the people's money. It's not, it's, I don't like it when people don't even pay the fines and then just come back and keep doing, it just becomes the cost of doing business. you know? And when you're doing business like this, you're making a lot of money. So that's a problem for me. And then there's a conditional approval on January 8, 2025, but the conditions of approval have not been submitted as of yet.
That's being because they're not open and operating at the moment. And we had addressed everything back in January as far as the cancel license and the previous disapprovals, when it was approved back in January.
Jose Gonzalez Rodriguez. Who's that gentleman? Okay, a fingerprint check came back with a conviction, but then the Fed and state checks gave no record of conviction?
Yes, so he received his naturalization citizenship back in, I believe, in 2012.
Right.
And he had given that paperwork to when he received his naturalization papers.
Right.
Then it came up in this application again about this arrest back in 1988. There is no record of anything anywhere because he wasn't charged with anything. So that's why we went and got the extra paperwork to show that there's no record of any
His
convictions.
fingerprints were taken in 1988 for that application.
Yeah, I'm sorry, for an application, no.
No.
No, it came up and it didn't come up until the very, very end. I want to say maybe about a month ago or 6 weeks ago. Because while the application was pending this entire time, it never came, to like anybody's attention. And then even when I filed the original application, I had submitted the certificate of disposition. And then when the examiner was reviewing it, it was this other, something else that came up in June 29th of 1988. And then we provided the paperwork for that, saying that he has no convictions of anything.
Okay, but it's the same individual.
It's the same person, yes.
And what about these conditions of approval that have not been submitted as of yet?
So they were waiting for a very long time to have their permanent license approved. So they did not open and operate until they were like completely secure that their permanent license would be approved.
Okay. And has that been approved?
No, that's why we're here now.
Oh, I see, I see what you're saying.
Can I just ask a question?
Sure.
You have 10 security personnel. Why is that necessary for a restaurant?
Well, because the occupancy is over 300 and it's just to ensure that nothing occurs. And it may not necessarily be 10 all the time, but that would be the maximum. Because you're technically supposed to have one security guard for like every 50 people.
What was the problem in the past with all these 3 previous applications that wouldn't?
So I actually did the research myself. There were literally just errors that were made with the previous representatives and attorneys, mistakes that weren't corrected. So when I sat down with him and I did all the FOIA requests and everything, I was able to untangle a lot of it and went over everything with him.
Well, what were the exact allegations and what were the?
I think one was because the community board wasn't notified correctly. Yeah, it was somebody, the attorney notified the wrong community board on that application.
What I have is that there was a denial for character and fitness.
Well, because I think it was because the mistakes that were being made within the application filings. So that's generally when like mistakes are made and, the authority normally takes it as it's not being disclosed.
Okay.
So they'll name it as character and fitness.
Okay. Anything else? What were the other 2?
Off the top of my head, I don't remember exactly everyone. Give me 1 second. If I read your memo, I'll be able to refresh my memory. And then I think there was another one for another mistake, and I think that there was a hearing that was held on it, and then the ALJ still upheld the disapproval because again, something wasn't disclosed in the 500-foot questionnaire.
So
Yeah.
failed to disclose twice, or
Yeah.
mistaken disclosing twice.
Yeah, but then again, if you look at your notes, the representative who did that application admitted that it was her error.
What about failure to pay the $7,000 fine?
That I don't have an answer for. Yeah.
I was never aware of it, because the thing is, I had closed the business already, and I didn't know it continued. So I moved and I closed the business, and I gave in the remaining time for the license, and I wasn't aware that I had to pay it. Because I had closed the business prior to that.
What was the fine for? Do you remember?
They say, I wasn't on the promise at that time, but they say something that gambling and then there was no gambling, you know, there was supposedly drinking, but there was none of that stuff. Everything got dismissed, but I didn't know that we had to continue after I turned in my license.
There's a lot of smoke.
No, there's no smoke, sir.
There's a record. There's a record.
No.
We just went over it. We just went over the record.
No, and I understand where you're coming from, but again, we were here in January, and a lot of these issues were addressed back then. This is, a very similar memo that's coming before your board.
So the 2016 license, it was surrendered in February 2016, and it was canceled in April.
Right.
Do the members have any further questions?
So you were here in January,
Yes.
and what happened in January?
We
I
were-
don't have that, right now I don't have that in front of me.
Oh, so we were here in January because this application was also filed with a temporary retail permit,
Okay.
and it was called before the members of the board for the same exact questions.
Yeah, okay, and the temp wasn't approved?
The temp was approved.
Was approved,
Yes.
wow.
But they didn't open.
No, they did not open because, again, they wanted to ensure and wanted to wait to come before you to make sure that the permit was going to be approved.
Okay,
That was the only reason.
so Mr. Reynoso, I'm only one vote. There are three votes here, Why should I vote to approve your license with the record that I've just addressed in front of you? Why should I feel confident that you're going to abide by the regulations, that you're going to be a good operator, that if you are fined, if you have a mistake, even if it's an innocent one, you're going to hone up to it?
Because of what I've been going through for the last 10 years trying to open this place.
You have been an operator. Oh, you've
Trying to open.
Trying to open. So we've had a lot of
My
conversation.
livelihood in this place. Got everything to lose.
What have you been doing in 10 years? You own other places?
No, I have a small construction company.
What company?
Construction company.
Okay, good.
Did you do the construction in your place?
Pretty much, yes.
Nice.
And you're going to continue to operate that construction company?
Huh?
Are you going to continue to operate the construction company?
Well, yeah, I have people that I do it from the same business because I got the office right there.
And what is Mr. Rodriguez's experience in the industry?
Let me look at his personal questionnaire again. Hold on a second. No, porque solamente tengo esto.
No, that he just wanted to be part of it because he always wanted to have this type of business.
Okay.
Has he any experience in the industry?
Oh, he doesn't, but he always wanted to own a restaurant.
All right, who's going to be the manager?
I am, plus somebody else as well.
Okay, do you have their name?
Do you know who you're gonna hire permanently as the?
Well, I got two of them, so I'm not sure which one it was.
Okay, so.
But we can't submit a personal
Yeah,
questionnaire.
you're gonna have to submit that. Try to hire one or two people that actually have experience, because this is a really big place. I imagine you're gonna need two managers.
Yes, and then once he, he finalizes who he's gonna hire, I'll absolutely submit the personal questionnaires for the managers.
Okay. All right, what's the hour? It's 2 a.m. You
It's-
okay with that? What's
yes.
the music? Is DJ recorded live music?
Yes, and there's no dancing.
There's no dancing?
No, there's no
Sure?
positive, there's no space for dancing. It's all tables and chairs. There's no dance floor.
All right, who's the chef?
I got it between Miranda. He's the last guy that won the Michelle Award. And I have another guy who's bringing from Florida.
Okay. And you're not doing private parties, right? You're not gonna close the whole place for a private party?
Even though the precinct 52 and next door, but that probably just relocate him to a side area.
Fantastic. Okay, great. All right, Donald.
Yeah, if you're ready to vote, Commissioner De Leon.
Well, obviously, you know that I have some concerns, right?
Yes.
I gotta tell you, it's a beautiful place, though. The
Yes.
layout and the
Well,
construction.
he designed the place after his brother who died in an airplane accident. That's where the idea came from.
All right.
And he wants to be, because we have had extensive conversations, he does want to be able to prove to the authority that he is a good operator.
Yeah. I sense a sincerity, and I
Mhm.
appreciate your responses, and I hope you don't mind my questioning as much.
No, it's fine. It's okay.
But I am gonna vote to approve, and wish you the best. I hope that it works out.
Thank you.
I am trusting
Yes.
that you will be a good operator.
Yes.
Commissioner Maya?
Yeah, I approve, and I've heard the chair's statements as to restrictions, so when she states that, I'm approving based on that.
Chair?
All right, I'm gonna vote to approve 2 a.m. across the board ATAP training required for all employees. You're gonna submit personal questionnaires, one of the conditions for both managers.
Yes.
DJ recorded live music, no dancing, no third-party promoters, and no private parties.
Yes.
Is that clear?
Mhm.
Definitely no promote.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
I'm good.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
And thank you, Ms. Ramirez.
You're welcome.
Yep, thank you. Next is 27A through 31, El Palo Bar and Restaurant, Inc.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, I represent Dennis Robinson from the location Eastland Market.
Sorry, what number are we?
27A through 31.
Yeah.
I thought you were a liquor store owner.
No, just
Oh, why'd you come up before then?
It was an accident. Do you believe, and I apologize about.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So who's the owner? You're the owner and you're the
yes.
rep?
yes.
Okay, got it.
What's your name, sir?
Saddam Al Salami.
How do I spell it?
SADDAM as Mary. Al Salami ALSELMI.
Okay, thanks.
What did Buckley say?
Sell me.
You already told me?
Go ahead, you need to talk.
Yeah, can we just take a break? Sorry.
All right, we're going to go on a brief recess to conference with council. We'll be back shortly.
Sure, thanks.
All right, we're back on the record after a conference with council. If you guys want to come back up. Again, that item is 27A through 31, El Palo Bar and Restaurant, Inc.
All right.
Sorry, did you file a notice of appearance? Because I thought the licensee had a different representative before. Did the licensee have a different representative before?
Yeah, are you his lawyer?
No, just his friend, yeah.
You just his friend?
Yeah.
Who's the lawyer? Where's the
No.
lawyer?
We don't have a lawyer.
You used to have a lawyer.
We have like an accountant. He has like an accountant. That's it.
What's the guy's name, Margarita?
Louis Cesare, but maybe.
To ask him.
Were you ever represented by Louis Cesare?
It was not that I know. I'm just helping.
Did he say no?
Mm-mm.
Wait, so what's your name again?
Dennis Robinson.
Dennis Robinson. This is El Palo Bar and Restaurant, Inc.?
No. It's different. This one is Eastland Market Corp.
This is not the one.
Yeah.
My
Sorry.
gosh.
Because I'm looking at Louis Cesare.
Because I looked at the
Yes.
principals, and it's not Dennis Robinson.
Okay.
Yes.
You signed in for the wrong one.
Yeah. We gave the papers.
Okay, so where are we, Mr. Roper?
You said which one are you?
Eastland Market Corp.
That's what you said, Brooklyn, when you came up, and I was really confused.
What number?
I'm looking for it now. East Landmark.
What is it?
Eastland Market.
It's 53.
53.
Oh my
Makes
God.
sense. 228 Holly Street, Brooklyn.
I'm glad we had a
correct.
whole meeting.
At least we're ready for that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, today's, what's that?
We're on the
You're
road,
on TV,
man.
I'm on TV all the time.
Yeah.
So for the record, this is 27A through 31 El Palo Bar and Restaurant, Inc. That was wrong. That was incorrect. We are now calling number 53 Eastland Market Corp. Number 53 Eastland Market Corp. All right. Now introduce yourselves again, just for the record.
Hi, I'm Saddam Al Salami.
Dennis Robinson.
And I am much happier to meet you now.
Thank you so much.
So, how did you're a truck driver, sir?
Yes, I do. I work for Brinks. I work for Armored Car, take money in and out of banks on the side. Yeah. Brinks, Garda, in Long Island City, Queens, and the Brinks in Manhattan. And I take money in and out the banks.
So how did you?
Stroke. I slowed down. I got sick, and
So you're not doing that anymore?
right now I'm on workers' comp.
Oh, okay.
So, how'd you find this place?
The
It's-
business.
It's right across the street from where he lives.
It's right across the street from where you live.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay. So why are you using the Holly Street address and not the Linden Boulevard address? Is there a reason for that?
It's that's what was like when he was trying to rent it out. He rented out from the landlord as 228
The
Holly
landlord
Street.
gave you the address. Your
Yes.
lease says
Yes.
228 Holly Street. Okay, got it.
Did you ever work at that location, sir?
Yes,
You did?
I did.
Should I ask him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had a temp, right? You had a temporary permit for your business?
Yes, ma'am.
So are you aware that your temp had expired?
The
No.
temporary license, yeah, he's aware of that.
Why?
He's aware of that, and he's not selling beer at the moment.
He's not what?
He had the temporary license for selling, right?
Yeah.
But he's not selling right
So
now.
who is responsible for renewing the temp?
Accountant, his name Nasser Al Jami.
That's somebody else?
Yes.
Okay. So did you make a FOIL request before you come? Are you aware that the temp was issued and expired, and then you guys just, I'm sorry, the initial temp, wasn't that for 90 days?
That did expire April 9th.
Yes. Wasn't it already at the time for 90 days?
It wasn't an original temp.
Okay.
4/9/25.
Guys want to go?
Same thing.
Works for me.
Yeah. I'll speak and people may not disagree with me, okay? You've been here, how long? You've been here for some hours, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I know you came up before. Are we on the record?
Do they have a temp already?
They don't
They
have
don't
a
have a
temp.
temp,
We
okay.
know,
So,
I mean, it's not, we're
It's a
not
different-
selling, he's not selling
I
any.
understand it's
here.
somewhat
Yeah,
different.
but we are, you are selling because we made a purchase.
Yeah. There, you are continuing to sell because you don't know that your temp expired. Is that a true statement, what I just said? Yes, sir? In other words, your place is still, has inventory of beer and is still selling it, correct?
We have a sign that says beers that were, are not for sale. We don't sell
Okay,
for
well,
alcohol.
then we're going to revisit this conversation that you've heard us do. When
Yes.
we ask these questions, we generally know the answer. On June 18th, there was a sale of beer.
Okay,
Okay, so, and I know you've been sitting here, so what I'm suggesting is,
But it's still.
because some people, yours is not as egregious as others perhaps,
they didn't know.
we should come back
Mhm.
and you could run a squeaky clean operation, and I know it stinks because you don't have a liquor license. Well, you have to get your temp at some point.
Yes. You're not aware that.
Yeah,
he didn't
yeah,
have
so now
to-
with a
Do you
temp.
understand what's happening?
The temporary license was expired. So,
Oh,
yeah, he
okay.
didn't.
So we're trying to help you.
Yes.
Your temp had expired, a sale was made. We're going to try to go with the benefit of the doubt that you didn't know your temp was expired.
Yes.
And that there was
Yes.
someone's failure
didn't.
that the temp was not renewed.
Yes.
The temp had expired in April, the sale was made in June. So we could just say deny here, which then you will not get it. What we're going to do is we're going to kick this over to September, like everybody else has done. And you have two choices. Either you really stop selling until this comes back again, and that you are not making sale between now and September 18 until you actually may get the license on September 18. You have that's choice number one, is you actually stop selling. Or you can go back and you can apply for another temp permit because your expired one, at this point, it's been too long, you can't renew it. So you can apply again for another temp, and because you have one, you probably get it in 10 days or something. And then you can sell again, but only with the temp permit in hand. And then you have to make sure that I think what you will get is a 90-day temp. So you probably don't have to renew that before September 18 happen. You understand? Those are the two options. Either you really stop selling or you apply for another temp, get that in hand, and then you can sell.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? So I'm gonna kick this over if the commissioners review September 18.
September
Thank you so
18th.
September 18th.
And your representative can make a FOIA request and ask for the information that we have in here, but I think we've told you what happened, and
Sounds good.
it's not the end of the world, just try to make it really kosher between now and September 18.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? Sorry, I know you waited all day. And you
Thank you
keep
so
coming
much.
up. Thank God we didn't hear you for the other one, because that was a cancellation.
Oh, God.
Commissioner De Leon?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Me
September
too,
18th.
I'm fine, yeah.
Okay.
So it's a brand new temp. It's not to renew your current temp, and you're not able to sell beer until you have that temp in your hand, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, do you have employees there?
Hmm?
You have employees there?
Yeah, it's.
Well, you
I'm
gotta
not
make
there.
sure they don't sell any beer until you get the temp. So that we could have a nice.
Just
space
remove
of
all
time.
the beer. The sign is not helpful because then the customers are confused. Like, just don't have any
Okay.
beer on site. You're not supposed to have beer on site when you don't have a permit anyway.
Okay, yes.
So that in itself is illegal. It's a different charge. So you don't want that. So remove all beer for now, return it back to who you bought it from, and you can start fresh, okay? And we're giving you an opportunity, so please
We
take
have to
it.
get another temp, yes.
You can get another temp and then bring the beer back,
Thank you so
okay?
much. Okay.
Just try to be clean about it.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for waiting.
Thank you. Next is 59, PCR Food, Inc.
I'm just requesting an adjournment because the owner's not here. Can we do September? That would be good.
Why?
August, I'm here August if you, on the next full board meeting, but I want to give him
Why
time
is the
to.
request for adjournment? Your
Um,
client can't come today?
They go away for the summer, so I'm not sure he'll be back by then. So September, everybody's back.
Fine, September 18.
Great, thank you, members.
Commissioner De Leon.
9:18.
18,
And
18.
Commissioner Ham.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You too.
We're already building that calendar. Next is 54, Infinitum Wine, Inc.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Martin Mailer, Mailer Buscemi. I'm also requesting an adjournment. I got a phone call. My client, something happened in her daughter's camp and she had to go over there, so she couldn't
Sorry,
make
hold
it.
on, what number?
I'm sorry.
54.
54.
Sorry, who are you?
Who's opposition?
Oh, Jesus.
So we're going to consent to the adjournment.
All right, it's fine.
All right, can we have the September date? I'm sorry. No.
What day you want?
Whatever your September date is.
Yeah, September date's good.
You want September 18?
That'd be
You
fine.
sure?
I'm positive.
You okay September 18?
September 18, I think we could.
But while he's looking, but one thing we discussed, we think that, I'll put like, one of us is getting misinformation. Previously, there was a discussion that this building is exclusively a religious institution with classes and a shul, et cetera. Mr. Mailer's client gave him an affidavit from someone saying they had a flower shop in there. We have information and a lease from the owner of the building saying that he gave someone permission to sell flowers on the street 1 day a week. So the person indicated he had
All right,
a
thank
flower.
you for mentioning
So-
that. We'll look into
No,
that.
so yes, we'd like you to send an investigator
Yes,
before the
we
next
will.
meeting, so it's not us arguing.
Okay,
since-
that's fine. September 18.
Okay, and you'll send an investigator?
Yes, we will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day and
Thank
try
you.
to stay cool.
Thank you.
At all
Thank
possible.
you.
Next is 44, Vintner Cafe, Inc.
44.
Yep.
Good afternoon.
License is surrendered here, business closed.
Yes. I did email the license and the
Yes, this was lost in the surrendering process.
Yes, exactly.
But I think
So-
we're okay now. So
Oh, good.
are you still okay with 1,500?
Well, I know it's partially my fault, but I was hoping that you could be a little more lenient with us, considering I just lost my business.
What do you guys want to do? I don't care.
Okay, and since 2006, I'll go with letter of warning.
All right, letter of warning.
Mr. Mayor.
Thank you so much.
Letter of warning.
All right, thanks for waiting.
Thank you.
And there's no one else.
All
is that?
right.
Okay, let's do this.
Is she here? That's fine. She'll be in the mix.
What happened?
Someone appeared early in the morning and said, I'll be back at noon, have court, and they're not here.
Okay, well,
So,
there's that.
There's that. I'll bring that up when it come up.
Okay,
Number 1's been held over to August 6th.
okay.
3 has been held over to August 26th. Number 4 is an offer of $3,500.
So
What's that? I can't read my own writing. 3 point.
yeah, so
Oh,
this
30
is the security guard that
this is
injured
what-
the
yeah.
guy when
Right.
he was getting kicked out, and then I think that he punched the security guard.
Yeah, there's video.
So this is kind of, I would go to letter of warning if you guys would agree.
That's good. Letter of warning.
Commissioner De Leon.
Letter of warning.
Okay.
5 was left blank due to technical issues. 11 through 13 has been adjourned to August 26th.
8/26.
So 15, Heavens Cookies LLC. The attorney requests to adjourn to August 26th. I asked for more information as to why. I got an email back saying the attorney's out of the country. That's what I got.
8/26.
August, Commissioner De Leon.
Is that the, okay.
Yeah,
August-
you asked for more information.
Right, right.
I reached out, asked for more information, and even if for an update, if possible, and he just returned saying he's out of the country, the attorney.
All right, August 26th.
August 26th.
16 is a new on-premises wine application.
We can either adjourn this or I was gonna vote to deny.
At the same place.
I was at question marks. So I wish they would be here.
Yeah, but they chose not to come. It was already held over before. Why was that?
Temp is expired.
No, sir.
I vote to
expired.
deny.
Commissioner Maya?
Excuse me. Wait a minute. I'm having a
Yeah, no worries.
sneezing fit. What did Commissioner?
I voted to deny.
Okay, I would vote to put it to another date.
And Chair.
I'm gonna vote to deny.
18 and 19 has been adjourned to August 26th. 20 and 21 is an offer of cancel and bond.
Cancel and bond.
Cancel and bond.
22 is an offer of, just a no contest plea.
There's a surrender on this, right?
But this I did.
So Romano didn't show up for this. He didn't, so am I just, this is cancel and bond, right?
That's my vote. Attorney license has
Yeah.
elected not to renew.
He didn't
license
stay
yet.
for this, so cancel and bond.
Commissioner De Leon, you okay?
Yes.
And Commissioner Maya?
Cancel bond.
23 is an offer of cancel and bond.
Cancel and bond.
Cancel bond.
24 through 26 is an offer of cancel and bond.
Cancel and bond.
Cancel bond.
27 is an offer of 3,000.
2 arrests, both have been dismissed.
Both changing facts.
I'm gonna set 3,000.
3,000. I'll go with 3.
They offered it 3,000.
And 27A through 31.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I've got
How come
something
I
out
don't
of
have-
order.
Right. Me too.
Oh,
What do
no,
you have?
no. It's this one here.
Yeah, the one that,
It's this one. It's the one that we pulled up, that was,
Yeah.
we had a long meeting about. So they didn't show up.
What the hell did I do with it?
yep, it's an offer of 20,000 for the record.
We can hold it over and ask them to come in.
All right, I mean, I'll look for it. I had it.
I think you had it in my, you had it on some box in my office. Did you leave it there?
No, I brought it in, yeah. I
You brought it in?
Yeah, it's here somewhere. That's okay, you can go. What do you want to do with it? You put it over? Is that what you're saying? Or, I'm at,
Whatever you think. This is the document.
oh, this is the one, right, where they, you said,
You want mine?
no, that's okay.
What do you want to do? We can hold it over and talk to them, because I don't think that we're comfortable continuing this business without seeing them.
I think so.
Okay, I
agree
think
with
that's a
you.
good idea.
So 8-6.
Commissioner De Leon, 8-6.
Yes, 8-6.
Commissioner Maya.
8-6.
Put it, I don't know how to do it.
32 has been adjourned to August 26th.
Well, wait a minute, what about 27? Oh, no, we did 27.
27.
Most of these are being held over. Summer months here are just really not good.
32 is,
We're holding over more than what we settled.
August 26th.
August
Yeah, 8/26. 33 and 34, it's been held over to September 18th. 38 is a new package store application.
they didn't show up?
How's
No.
this?
No, this is, so I do not think there's public convenience and advantage. All the neighboring stores are showing decrease in numbers. There are 10 stores within half a mile. 8 of them are lowering sales, and 1 is already new. There's 3 protests on the record, and I don't see public convenience and advantage, so I'm going to vote to deny.
Commissioner De Leon,
I concur with all those findings.
Commissioner Maya.
And I could say that I had questions because I am not absolutely at any decision here. So I just had questions on this one. So council, how could I vote? Because I don't have enough information to say yes or no on this. You have an idea? I could just say I would hold it over.
You could do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's what I will say.
What was the date for 27A? I found it.
It's June 6th.
August 6th.
I mean, sorry, August 6th, June 6th.
Back to the future.
38 is how I voted to say I would hold it over, but the 2 commissioners.
It's been
voted
denied.
yeah.
Yep. So 40, they appeared early in the morning, signed in, but said they had to make an appearance in court and left and said they would be back at noon, and it's 1:36.
11 count.
8-6.
Putting it over.
Commissioner De Leon,
Yeah, okay, 8-6.
Commissioner Maya,
What's that?
40.
Yeah, 8-6.
41 is a no contest plea.
This was what?
This
Only
is,
3 bottles, supposedly?
yeah, I'm gonna just do a letter of warning.
Letter of warning.
What about the books and records?
41 letter of warning.
I think it's related.
Okay, 41, letter of warning.
42, this was a not guilty plea. It went to hearing. The ALJ sustained both charges.
This is the second time consumption on premise. They don't have a refreshment permit per the village. I don't know. They really can't be operating if they don't have it from the village, so I don't know. I'm at the same number, so go ahead.
Oh, wait, yeah. What is a
We can put a
refreshment?
condition.
5,000 and a condition that they get the,
They get the, yeah, I
okay,
think so.
I'll go with that. 5,000 and a condition that they get the license from the village of Arsenal.
Okay, 5,000 to add condition.
And license from,
Village of Arsenal.
and you sustain both charges?
Yes.
Commissioner Maya
Yes, same as stated by Commissioner De Leon.
and Chair,
Yes. 5,000 with the condition, please.
and sustained.
Yes, sustaining charge 1 and 1 and 2.
46, this was a no contest default at pleading.
License surrendered. And it's sale without appropriate license, books and records. NOP was not returned, did not respond.
Maureen,
to
can you
email.
make a note for 42 that just at some point we need to go check if they have the refreshment permit? $46, where are you at? Cancel and bond?
Cancel and bond, I guess.
Yeah, cancel and bond.
Cancel and bond.
I just want to go back. Hold on, let me check. I apologize. I usually make notes on all my sheets about things that have been adjourned. 38, that was LaFlorco LLC. Chair and Commissioner voted to deny, but this had been adjourned. I'm sorry.
What?
I had already,
38?
yeah, we usually make notes, but apparently we forgot to make notes on this one where
That's-
LaFlorco was, an adjournment to 8/6 was
That's the
granted.
package store?
That's the package store. So that's why they didn't appear.
38, oh, okay.
Sorry, they
we're
adjourned
looking at
it?
38 again?
Yeah, this was already
I'm sorry.
adjourned by us, and I
What is the,
forgot to make a note.
oh, this is the package store.
8/6.
8/6. I
8/6,
apologize.
okay, okay.
Should we just not have summer meetings? This is ridiculous.
So we're up to 48?
Let's see what the temperature is.
And I'm sorry, 46 was cancel and bond. 48, council's office has request to return this to them.
All right, back to council's office, 48.
Just give me 1 second.
48.
54819. Give me 1 second, guys. 548.
Where are we right now, sir?
48.
Okay.
We're still at 48?
48? All right.
Return to council's office?
Yes.
Back to council, okay.
49's been held over to August 26 because the attorney is ill. 49, sorry, did I say?
August 26th?
August 26.
Okay.
55 is a change in method of operation application. This was held over for the applicant to appear.
55?
Yeah, so I'm gonna vote to deny.
Wait a minute, I gotta catch up.
No, 55.
55, yep.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, wait. Forward, okay, operating cost. Okay, wait a minute now. They're asking, and they're not here?
No?
No.
And there's no request for an adjournment?
No.
They didn't show up last
I
time. You
would,
guys wanted them
I
to
would,
appear.
I would vote to reschedule because this seems like it's similar to some of the other cases we had today.
No, we've told them multiple times they need to
Did
come.
they come here?
And I have a note that says we need to deny if they don't come. I
Okay.
can't, I mean, we have.
If there's a note in the
giant stack.
record, okay, on that note in the record, I will, I'll vote to deny.
If they can't come, they
Deny.
just deny, vote to deny.
56 is an offer of 6,500.
6,500.
6,500. Gotta find this out.
57 is an offer of cancel and bond.
Cancel and bond.
Cancel bond.
58 is an offer of 7,000.
Just for the record, the first charge is 11.4 cartons and the second charge is 19 packs, 1.9 carton.
7,000?
Yes, I'll accept 7,000.
Commissioner Daly?
Yeah, I said 7.
Commissioner Maya?
Hang on 1 second, sir. What do I have here? Yeah, 7,000.
61 is a no contest default at pleading.
61. Security location was shot. He was unlicensed, unable to produce license when asked by PD. Security side has been employed for about 7 years. NOP was not returned. We sent first-class mail. Landlord, mail to the landlord, not returned. Attempts also made by email and telephone. Finally, licensee said he sent everything to his attorney. So it's essentially an unlicensed security guard who's been there for 7 years.
Yeah.
And unfortunately got shot. I don't know, does 35 sound reasonable?
It was at 45, but that's fine.
I'm gonna be much lower because I find the unregistered security guard in this instance to be very ambiguous. And so, failure to display license, I'll go 1,500.
Commissioner De Leon?
Been doing this for 7 years. So what do you want to do? You said 45?
Yeah,
I'll do 45.
4,500.
Commissioner May is at 15. Okay. 62 is an offer of 5,000.
Patron shot at 6:15 a.m. They were
Wait a minute.
open hours after the premises.
Wait a minute. You said 52 now, Mr. Roper, for some reason.
62,
I'm just
62.
I'm just looking at my notes here. 52 is, what's the name of the corporation?
You going to 52? Because we're on 62.
Oh, I thought you said 52. Okay, yes, 62. All right, I'm up to speed. 62.
An offer of 5,000.
I'll go to 5,000.
Commissioner De Leon?
I find this to be egregious.
No, I'm at 10.
I was at 15, but I'll go 10.
10,000. Do you?
63. 63 has been adjourned to August 6th. 63A has been adjourned to August 6th.
Gotta ask you a question.
And I have nothing else. Chair, do you have anything?
63 is when, Mr. Roper?
63A is also August.
Yep, 63 is August 6th.
Yeah.
63A is August 6th.
Okay.
Meeting's been adjourned.
We're off the record.